of doing things. So I think her
Okay.
curiosity is the thing that saves her from being an arsehole. Sometimes.
It's
Okay.
probably a bit of relief for her now, getting back with the rest of the party after spending all that time in the Seder Tower. There's like, as
Yeah.
you know, I imagine she can only take that for so long before she needs to get out there and actually get into some trouble herself.
Yeah, it's fucking meditating druids with their in touch with nature shit and stuff.
These hippies are getting too much. Let's go kill some.
Yeah, definitely not a deeply self-aware character or a deeply self-introspective character.
But the other two, I imagine Gorm and Carmela both have their time up, either out hunting or just in building the ship, where you have a lot of time to yourself to really think about those kinds of things. But do they?
No reason to seek out bad things, because perfection cannot be improved.
Oh, this group certainly doesn't lack confidence.
Say yeah. I don't know if they seek out opportunity, but if they present themselves, he'll take them.
Speaking of opportunities presenting themselves, has someone got a little recap for last week's, I guess, purple worm chase? And
Yeah, I don't mind recapping. And there you go. Alright. Last week, as the party encountered the large purple worm, it was quite a somewhat intense chase. Killing a bunch of the small minion Lindworms while damaging the purple worm that Ratatoskr wanted to tame somehow. While taking out a large majority of the Lindworms and partially damaging or injuring the purple worm, the party continued moving up the tree of Yggdrasil. Right, we were moving up. And then while moving through, Gorm noticed that the two of our escort that are with us, the green dragonborn and the other human, was about to attack, and Gorm was able to yell that out, but these two were still able to land some hit on Isolda's fiance, Eric, and then a quick fight ensued. And fortunately, thanks to Trimir's hold person spell that paralyzed the two assassins that were about to kill Eric, the party quickly took care of them, able to kill the Dragonborn and and able to knock out the other assassin for questioning. The party learned that apparently those two were hired by the Tabaxi as Rava Shadowclaw to take Isolda back with like without the rest of or rather take Isolda back to her without us along with Eric. But fortunately they failed in that endeavor. Then what happened next was that after questioning the man, the party killed him by throwing him off a cliff and into a bunch of other Linwards below. quite a brutal death scene, but boom, that's what happened. And then what happened next is that the party was slowly able to make it through and heard felt a rumbling, and suddenly the purple worm came back, and the party decided to help Ratatosker tame Slinworm through both Svenja and Gorm's efforts. The Linworm, from the Linworm's perspective, they basically thought basically Odin himself was trying to calm the Linworm down, and it worked, and Ratatosker was glad for their help, and now, if I'm correct, we can in the future we can actually summon the Lindworm. Correct? Yeah.
Yeah, you now have a lindworm, a juvenile purple worm mount, essentially.
Ah. Okay. Awesome.
That,
Yeah.
you
awesome.
can summon whenever you need a mount.
Okay. Okay. So I was wondering, basically, can we just raise it? Yeah. Basically, for Trimer, I was thinking, oh, if we're fighting the attacks, can we summon him for assistance to fight, or no, just as a mount?
Yeah, it's probably too young for war, but like it would be a wild creature on the battlefield. So commanding it
Okay.
in battle would be quite a more difficult task. But you could, I mean, you could ride it into battle, and it could definitely help you.
Okay, now I can just imagine transporting troops quickly if we're doing that.
Yeah, that could definitely be a thing. But I mean, like in an actual like large scale battle scenario, it probably wouldn't be a unit unto itself. But you could, down the line, you might be able to train one up for war.
Okay, got it.
Not thinking riding into battle as much as riding through battle. Then there won't be battle left when it's gone through.
Well, yeah. So the party was able to tame the purple worm, and then they were able to teleport back to that. Damn, the name escapes me. The name of the city. Oh, Sakatoka. Yeah. And the party quickly moved with Isilda and Eric to the longhouse where the meeting was taking place with this Ezrava Shadowclaw, the subordinate of the Hags. And along the way, they met up Eric's brother Carl, who's a pretty big fellow in large armor, and Eric said he would provide some assistance if something is about to go down. And Isilda had a discussion with the party of like thinking about what to say or do when they enter the longhouse. And but also inspiring some confidence in Isilda to gain some closure. she would want to say after coming back, and after what happened to her of getting sold to the hags. And now eventually we are here at this moment where the party entered with with the soda in support and stopping Israva and this dragon blood that's plaguing Sakatoga. Uh, yep,
Well,
that's where we are.
before we just before we jump into it, I'll show you what this is essentially. This is what you guys have gained access to. Is what you would be able to summon.
Oh, nice, nice.
I love that pick. It's gorgeous.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not sure if it
Yeah,
does
I was.
show up properly, but it's in your domain summons folder.
Yeah, I see it. Yeah.
So
But yeah, with
I
that,
Sorry, Dave. I vaguely remember we had a big strategy that we were going to do, but my notes are fairly fuzzy. Um, did we essentially agree that once Isolde had greeted her father, we were going to try and convince him to join Bradovik's side, based on what is good for the city and what she wants?
Mm,
Let's play it. Let's play it out and see how it falls.
yeah.
so yeah, I will point out that Skakutoka and Bradovic are currently still hostile towards each other. Um, what you are doing here, if you were able to broker some sort of peace agreement or something like you think that Isolde may be a ticket to moving that towards a more neutral standing between
Yeah.
them. Being able to actually become allies or like friendly with Skakutoka may take a little bit more work than that. But right
Yeah.
now, it's yeah, these hags are trying to hire them to fight against you because they think they probably would. Like they have
Yeah.
reason to.
Yeah. Yeah. Before you came back, saying yeah, that's what we discovered in Second Doka, where the hags are trying to uh, uh, persuade Sakatoka to try to get some payback on Vrodovic, and you don't want that. Eh,
Can Svenja
And also,
remember the names of any? Sorry, can Svenja remember the names of any Toku heroes that we fought and slew in the battle for Braudavik? Would she be able to recall?
Can make a history check with advantage and see. I don't know if I can find any of those names right now, but
Yeah,
we could say that
we don't have to specifically have the names. I just want she can use it in her conversation. 25.
oh yeah, you have been, I'm sure, thinking a lot on the stories of those battles and the songs that will be sung. So yeah, there are definitely a few characters that you remember from the sagas that you would be writing.
Excellent. Thanks. Cool. I'm ready.
Okay, well, everyone's ready, then we will jump right back into things here. You have just made your way into the Jarl's keep here on the coast, and Isolde has walked in saying, "Hello, father. You remember me? Here I am. I escaped the hag's clutches only to find my father ensnared by his own demons. You can't seriously be making a plan with these bastards, can you?" And you see the Jarl is looking very surprised as she's walking in, as you see Israva standing alongside Astrid, who you know is the captain of Skakutoka's navy, and Israva is the messenger of the hags in this moment. Sorry, whenever it's NPCs that have to interact with each other,
Yeah.
I keep trying to leave space. But you will see the Jarl's reaction. Just he seems confused as he says, "What? What is going on here? What kind of trickery is this?"
Okay, so Svenja would step forward. She is holding the spear of Ailson as a, sort of as per the rituals of greeting, but not in a threatening manner. And she would sort of put the spear down and sort of with a just sort of lightly tap it on the floor and say, "I am Svenja, daughter of Ingvald. We are here to negotiate with you, but your reaction seems strange, if we may ask first. Why are you surprised to see your daughter?" Because so she'll point, so just by leaning the spear slightly in the direction of Astrid and then Yeshava, saying, "You have sent either her or her to find your daughter, or both. So why are you surprised, or are you surprised to see the rest of us? Because you told her," and she will lean the sphere towards Yesava, "to have the rest of us killed."
We didn't
So
order anyone killed. This the hags have my daughter. What is this? The children of Brodevek and a bunch of elves. Eric, are you with them? And you will see Eric kind of just give you a nod, Svenja, as he raises a hand. He says, "Jarl Hrothgar, you don't understand. These people from Brodevik, they have saved Isolde and returned her safely. With Isolde safe, we can look to the future with hope. Perhaps there is a way to forge peace with Brodevik, and it is not through these hags." As Svenja, you can give me the first persuasion check here, as you're
Ooh.
sort of convincing him that this is really his daughter. He seems a little bit out of it. You can tell that actually, I'll say Gorm, Camilla, is anyone proficient in medicine?
Then, dang it, Onyx it was.
Yes.
I'm not. I'm like the only one
Okay.
out of the three of us.
Actually, but you have blood hunter levels, right? So Camilla and Gorm, you can both please give me either a perception, yeah, just a perception check, as you see the Jarl for the first time, and a persuasion from Svenja.
Is the Jarl
Ooh.
Gormstad?
Ah,
Oh,
Oh no.
crap. We'll live with a 15.
okay. So Carmilla and Gorm, you will both see that the Jarl looks sickly. He looks like he's currently under the poisoned condition, essentially. But it looks like the addiction has been taking its toll on him. And I will actually show that here. Just poison. Gorm, however, you can. Camilla, it doesn't make that much sense. You've taken this drug and it doesn't seem to have had any adverse effects on you. But Gorm, after some of the things you've seen walking through this town of other uh, addicts, you can tell that he's in the early stages of like withdrawal from this drug. There are several stages that one can go through, and you realize that if he doesn't get more of it soon, there's a good chance that this poison could progress and just get worse and worse. It, you're not sure what the final stages would be, but with a nat 20, you've seen some people that have become completely like debilitated and paralyzed by this, and you think that it could completely paralyze him in a matter of days.
Okay.
So yeah, he looks a bit confused, but Svenja, he just like shakes his head in this confusion. He says, Isolde, these people are from Braudevek. We cannot simply trust them because they brought you back. Eric, we must prepare for the worst. These Braudevek warriors may be here to deceive us.
So I would.
Ralph,
This is. I think this is a point where Svenja would um, almost go into bard mode, but sort of the recital mode, and just a short verse or two out of the stanza, and say to him, "Y'all, indeed, we fought at the Battle of Braudevik. These are the heroes that fought bravely and will no doubt be in the halls of Valhalla from the day. We do not seek war with you and the hags. There is no shame in making peace from both sides without need for force." So she's really trying to. So she's essentially, well, she's not really lying because they did fight bravely. They were sort of, losing. Losing is how you die and go to Valhalla, um, essentially. So that's part of what she's going to be trying to use him to say. We are not here to shame you or to threaten you. And she would sort of look at Eric and say, I have to say, though, that Lady Isolde came of her own free will. We did not return her, and she is under our protection until she decides that she no longer needs it. She is here to come and do what is best for you and your people. We did not return her as a slave in exchange for a bounty. So she wants to make that sort of very diplomatically, using every single ounce of training she'd gotten from her mother to sort of show that there is an iron fist in a very comfortable velvet glove here.
yeah, and you said you were sort of invoking the names of the heroes of that battle.
Yes, so I'm going to sort of take a bit of freedom here to say that it might be slightly longer, but there are sort of protocols to be observed when Jarls get greeted and so forth. So she'll use a little bit of that protocol training. That is part of her advisor to the Jarl training background. But would definitely be using her bardic skills.
Yeah, that's amazing. You can either make a performance or a persuasion check with advantage then, and yeah, as Isolde kind of backs you up and she just says, it's true, Father. I believe in peace and unity. We mustn't let old grudges cloud our judgment. Let's find a way to work together.
So that'd be a 29 on the persuasion.
Okay, so yeah, the Jarl just, he says, Isolde, your safe return means the world to me. I listen to what these warriors from Brodevik have to say. As he looks to his Rava, she just like hisses towards you and says, Hrothgar, do not be swayed by the words of our enemies. The hags demand your loyalty, or there will be consequences. And he says to her with that 29, as Rava, while I appreciate your offer, I must consider all my options carefully. The safety of Skakotogar is my priority. And it seems your bargaining chip is not in your hands as you thought. And she just gives a glare to Isolde. As the rest of you can make an insight check here. Um,
Okay. And
okay, Gorm and Svenja, you guys, you guys get the impression that he was so surprised because Ezrava was kind of using her as a hostage in her negotiations. Like we have daughter, and from what you heard from Isolde, the men that bought her, it seemed like there was a mistake, and they sent trolls to try and get her back. But from what you can tell about what you've just walked into, looks like Ezrava was pretending like they still had Isolde and probably didn't realize she was with you. Well, no,
Yeah.
she did realize that she sent the assassins to try and get her away
Yeah.
from you. But it's like clearly you're noticing her notice her plan backfire. I mean backfire.
So- I wonder.
like
Well,
she's frustrated.
Well, I mean, I think so. Svenja might just directly say to her, the hags will not be pleased with you losing their captive and then failing to kill us on the way back here. So let's be clear that Lady Isolde is free to come and go as she wishes to. And she turned to the Jarl and say, the hags are formidable foes. We have fought one and barely. We didn't kill the first hag, did we? We survived. It survived. She got away though.
Yeah, but that's the point. She got away. She ran away.
Yeah. So she'll turn to the Jarl and say, the hags are formidable foes. We, and she'd sort of gesture to the party, fought one and barely survived, but managed to drive her off. United, we have a chance. You on your own and us on our own may find it hard to overcome them. But they have no good intent for you and your people. We have
Yeah.
seen enough of their victims to know what their plans are and where this is going to end. And she will gesture to all of the guards around as well.
yeah, Gorm
Okay, I'm going to
will.
pass.
Svenja, you can roll intimidation on that one with advantage. And Gorm, what were you saying?
Gorm will step forward and introduce himself. Yar Hrothgar. My name is Gorm Hamilton, chosen of Aegir. I can't imagine what it would be to be instead of you right now. But I know what you're feeling deep inside. At least I think I know. What the hags provide for you. The dragon's blood. It's poisoning you and your people. I can see on you. With my, well, the knowledge I've acquired through the years that you are trying to rid yourself of this poison, but it is taking a toll on you. That's the only thing the hags have on you that you cannot seem to shake off at the moment. I believe that with, well, my knowledge and I believe the high priestess of Ren will also know. Might be able to do something that will help you, because unless you continue drinking whatever the heck they're providing and lose your mind, you will lose it either way. The hags made sure of it seems.
Okay, so with what Svenja was saying, you'll see that Izrava looks a little bit cocky as you're saying that, and it seems like he's kind of maybe as afraid of the hags as he is like of facing Broudevik again. Like he seems like he's kind of caught between. But when Gorm speaks, there's a sort of change in his demeanor as he nods and he says, "You are right. When Ailston was my well, when he had power over me, I sought that blood to grant me more power, and the hags have had control over me ever since. But if you truly believe that you can find another way to help to rid my people of this disease," then he kind of looks down at Izrava, and you see that you're getting through to him as he says, "This is not an easy decision, but it is necessary. I'm not entirely convinced. I see the wisdom in the words of these people from Bardavik, and we will sever our alliance with the hags and remain neutral with our neighbors up the coast." As Rava just turns and says, "This is a grave mistake, Yel Hrothgar. You will regret turning your back on the hags." And she just turns to the rest of you and says, "You have sealed your fate today. The hags will come for you and your people. And this war, they will make you suffer for all of your betrayals."
Can I like look at Trymir and motion to the hag?
Oh wait, what are you trying to motion to Trimer? Like basically,
I look at you and then just motion to the hag. I don't want to say anything. Not aroused. Well, I don't want to yell
But-
get her, but I
I
know
bet.
you said you still have some magic left in you, so maybe you can help apprehend her.
Okay. Yep, actually, they do. But Camilla, I do not have that. I do not have that. Spell arcane luck. Unfortunately. But I
Guess
do
we just have to
I-
murder those in the basement then. That's fine.
Yep, but I do have this. Oh what? Oh, did I roll a deception check?
You can, if you want to try and. Oh, I'd say rather Gorm can, because she's noticing you giving him a signal. But
Yep.
if you want to try and do it subtly, because she'll only be able to get a bonus action off it if she is. But
The chances are against me. Yep.
Oh dang it! So close to that 20.
13.
okay, so you see, she notices you giving Trymere a nod, and Trymere, as you start preparing a spell, she goes, "I would think twice," and she scratches at her own palm as you see her draw blood, uh, and she just points towards Isolde, who just arches her back in like a scream, and she goes, "I will return to the hags safely, or this one dies with me." And you see that she has cursed Isolde, and this is something that you saw Malgrim do before, I believe. But
Yep.
Yeah.
Hmm.
I wonder, or rather, can try we just roll Arcana check to see, is there some way to break this? Is this like curse or magic effect? Can I roll? Like basically wondering if his dispel magic can work. That's what he's thinking. Can try to roll Arcana for that. Yep, are you there? Can't hear you if you're trying to talk.
Yeah, I agree. There we go.
Ah,
Sorry, my mic did the thing. You can roll that Arcana, but also can you post Dispel Magic in the chat just so I can double check, because I may be wrong.
Okay. Okay, yeah, this is so choose any creature, object, or magic effect within range, any spell, third level lure, or each special or first level higher, DC equals 10 plus
Okay.
the spell's level.
Yeah, so you can make the Arcana with advantage as well.
Okay. Arcana check with damage. Come on. Okay, that's a 18.
Okay, yeah, so you can tell that it is a curse, and this is something akin to your domain powers that that you get from being officers of Bradovic, but that's obviously meta-wise. But you can tell that this is a curse, and dispelling magic usually is from spells, not curses. You would need a curse to break
Move curse spell. Damn.
Well, I say we let her go. In fact, she would sort of address it directly, saying, if my party members agree, we'll let you go. And in fact, I would have loved to see how you explain your failure to. I cannot imagine that the next few days or weeks are going to be pleasant for you. Should you choose to stay with us now in Swefelti, we will consider protecting you. If you choose to leave, if we see you again, it will be on the other side of my spear. She's being unbelievably sweet and charming, the full-on diplomat that basically just said, you are going to get fucked over so badly, and I cannot wait for that to happen to you, but in the nicest, sweetest, most gentle way that you can imagine.
She will she looks defensive, but when she realizes that her curse has kind of held you off for a moment, she smirks back at you, and she just says, "Oh, the Jarl has chosen a dangerous path, just as you, Braudovic. The hag's wrath will be swift and merciless. Remember, Jarl, you have turned away from powerful allies. The hags will not take this lightly." And she's going to slowly be moving sort of towards your group and towards the door.
As she walks past Svenja will just lift his spear up a little bit and say to her, that's what Ailson thought. This is his spear. Have a good trip.
We shall meet again, Svenja. I long to see all of your faces ripped off, just like that little blacksmith friend of yours. And she kind of glances at Eric as she walks past, and just as she continues on, she looks the elves up and down. Like, she doesn't really seem to recognize any of you. You seem to still be new to her. But she goes, and don't think you are safe as well. The hags like their elven. That she will make her leave, and you hear her casting a spell as soon as she walks out to turn herself invisible, because, yeah, and you'll hear a little pitter patter of like her getting the fuck out of there.
Is all this still like under the effect she was?
Oh,
You get
I
the
can't see her, can I? When she does that. I would so love to just step up after her if you allow me just for as she runs away.
Yeah.
Have I got spell slots left though? I do. Hmm.
Yeah.
Just for fun. Um, okay, we've missed the fairy fire. No targets to save. She gets a save against
Yes.
the ECTs. Anyway, doesn't matter.
So what are you trying to do here?
As she turns herself invisible, fairy.
Yeah, absolutely. You see the glowing outline of her just booking it away from like the facade fades immediately as soon as she turns invisible. She doesn't realize that you made her glow with this fairy fire, and you just see her panic running out of Skakutoko as fast as she can to
Yeah.
deliver the news to the hags.
Excellent.
With that, the Jarl will look quite surprised, but like at the same time relieved as Isolde approaches him, and he will embrace her as Astrid steps forward, and she's like, "Oh, glad I spent all day doing negotiations. I'm glad to see you all again. And Isolde, I'm overjoyed to see you safe. We owe the children of Bradovik a debt of gratitude." And she kind of approaches the, the group as she extends a hand to introduce herself to Svenja, who I think is the only one she hasn't met, or has she only met
Yep.
Dawn technically?
She met. I think she only spoke with me technically,
Yeah. Yeah.
but she saw the rest, all except Svenja. She's entirely new.
Excellent. So
She will say,
pleased to meet you. So Svenja you would sort of, she visibly relaxes formal diplomat body language mode, and sort of greets Astrid like warmly. It has been our pleasure. Um, she's obviously heard a little bit about Astrid on the way here. There may have been some discussion as we were traveling, but
says, "Oh, I've heard the stories about you. It's good to finally meet the Valkyrie of Braudevik, or so they call you. Uh, nice helmet." And you see she is also wearing a sort of, it looks a lot more homemade than yours, but you can see she's clearly rocking the Valkyrie aesthetic.
I am sure the praise has been exaggerated, Lady Astrid. But thank you.
Well,
She'll introduce to the rest. I mean, so how hard a day have we had as a party? We've had quite a bit of fun combat and things, but we're not really depleted and exhausted, are we?
No.
Like only Trimer is he's very depleted of his spell slots. He only has a 4th level spell slot left.
Learn to basically learn to, yeah, what's called like the stuff.
Eric says, "Speak for yourself." I got stabbed in the back today, but your bravery deserves a reward. I must thank you all for bringing Isolde back to us. Come by my forge in the morning, and I'll see. I'm sure I've got some defensive items you might enjoy.
Just out of curiosity, Eric, what did that bitch cats mean when she said your face had been ripped off?
Mikhail's face.
Oh,
Yeah, it was
He's
pretty
wearing a mask. It's been a while.
okay. Ah, right. No, I remember that. I thought she was talking to Eric.
I think she tried to tell him he's next.
Okay.
Yeah, I think that was a threat. But
Yeah.
Ah,
look, while I am grateful, I should just say our alliance is still fragile. I will happily give you some items and hope you use them wisely, but I'm not sure how much longer you will be welcome here. Look, you're welcome to spend as much time we will vouch for you. There is still bad blood. It will take a while for the town to get used to treating Skakotok, I mean Brodvik, as allies.
It's understandable, but I believe we will set sail tomorrow morning.
mhm.
We do have some other business
yes.
as well.
Well,
Astrid
I
says,
would. Okay. Dave, continue. Okay, so Svenja would sort of say to Astrid and Eric, I am still working. Oh, we've lost Devon. She'll say to
sadly,
Svenja would say to Astrid and Eric, and I mean, the Jarl is caught up with Isolde. Saying, I am still writing the saga of the battle, but if there are some of your more open minded folk who would be willing to hear what I have, I would be honored to meet them in a tavern tonight. I will buy dinner and drinks, and they can tell me more of the heroes that I have already written into my saga. I would really like to honor that they fought bravely.
Astrid,
And yep.
she says, "Oh, that would be wonderful. Please come to the Driftwood Inn tonight. We'll celebrate and don't worry about paying. I'm sure everyone will be happy to see Isolde again, and we have all of you to thank, much as she may have made the decision on her own. In fact, we are sailing west in the morning as well to assist a ship in need. Your presence might be invaluable if you're sailing out that way. Uh, Perhaps you could join us and we could sail together."
Well, it
Captain
appears
Gorm.
we are sailing west.
Yeah, but
Not sure how long we can linger because we have a bit of an impatient giant, but we can't really blame him for that. But if it's a short stop, I don't think it will be a problem.
Well, these seas are dangerous, as I'm sure you know, but we are having some trouble with the Sentinels Covenant, and we could use your help in the coming battle. But I understand if you would rather sail around it.
You know what the covenant is?
Yeah, you can give me a history check.
yep, so Sakatoka is saying they're having problems with who?
The Sentinels Covenant, who Gorm recognizes the name of. Oh, and so does Svenja. You have definitely heard of them. It is a small settlement on the other side of the bay. There are, yeah, they are quite famous. Well, not famous, but they are known to be rivals of another faction that is right there. They're on either sides of the river that you guys are heading towards, the river that heads up to Brodda. They are the first faction that you would encounter um, sort of after Skakutoka. But they're a very tiny little a settlement, and yeah, fighting against Skakutoka doesn't sound like a smart idea for them. You know that they are probably not quite that strong. But with a nat 20, Svenja, you know that helping Skakutoka against the Sentinel's Covenant could put you in a bad stead with them, and you are having to sail into their sort of waters. So it could be a dangerous enemy to make. But if you're trying to ally with Skakutoka, this could be a great way of proving yourself.
They said we have to help them with the ship. It didn't say it involves them. It just said that this area is a bit dangerous.
No, she's asking you to help them in the battle. That they are sort of sailing into a battle with the Sentinels Covenant, and they're going out to assist the ones that are already there. So you would kind of
Yeah.
have the option to sail into deeper waters and try and evade the battle, but she's asking that you join and add a ship to their fleet.
Yeah. So we have to choose essentially having the Sentinels Covenant on our side by, or having them potentially as our enemies by help, and we wanting to go deeper into their territory. If I understand correctly.
Yeah, they're
It's kind of a
basically
big
in a warfare with the Sentinels Covenant, and they're asking you to join as a special unit for that warfare battle at sea. It's not a large scale one, but it would be a full on large scale battle.
Yeah.
It
How
wouldn't be like
important?
just like a script.
Yeah. How important is it for us to have the Sentinels Covenant on our, other than that we're sailing into their territory?
We don't know much else about them. But I think we should at least
Yeah, I'd
sleep
say
on
you
it.
probably do. You've probably got some information on that Nat 20, but yeah, none of you have ever actually been there. I'll see if there's any information I can share. But is there anything in particular you'd be trying to remember about them, or like questions about maybe their leadership or?
I've been switching into battle map or sort of world map strategy mode. I think she'll try and recall if she'd ever heard Ariel and her mother talk about broader alliances and things like that, and if that had ever come up as someone that we wanted as an ally or did not want as an enemy. So at the moment, it's sort of a knee-jerk kind of, I guess, political assessment, politician assessment. But Astrid is waiting for an answer, so I think the best that she'll do is to say, I would like to find out more over dinner about this war and what you're fighting about and why it is important. So yeah, so need more info is essentially the answer to Astrid around that.
Well, I'll happily give you some time to make a decision. I'd love to hear some of your stories as well. But please meet us at the Driftwood Inn where we met your friends in the morning. I would love to share a drink with you.
So she said, "Oh, incidentally, I'm curious about. It's a minor thing, really, but Isolde thinks that her father sold her to the hags. Do you know what really happened? That's important to her for peace of mind, and I guess to me for peace of mind because she is still under my protection. I still need to know that she chooses to be here and will be safe to be here because that was my promise to her. So now she's fishing for what actually happened and her father. Yeah, how complicit was he in this thing?
She just kind of hangs her head and she says, I'm afraid I don't know all the details. Perhaps I can share more with you tonight, but the Jarl has made his mistakes. He has his regrets, and as I'm sure all of you have your own. But now that she has returned, perhaps there is a way to remedy all of this.
Okay. Okay, I'm going to get off
Just
the
to
mic
your
now and give Charles someone else.
just to your other point, the Sentinels Covenant, you would know, is quite a small settlement, so is fairly inconsequential to the sorts of discussions that you've had. You guys would probably have been aware that the Sentinels Covenant and the Worm Hunters Conclave are the two factions on either side of the river, and you would probably have mentioned them when you were plotting this route because you would know that they are over here on the map. That's the sort of river point that you're trying to enter, and they are covering that river. But you would know that the Worm Hunters Conclave is also allied with Flostovik, which is the other big faction that you guys have also managed to neutralize your hostility between after the Jarl arrived when he came to Braudavik. So you know that there's a good chance that siding with the Sentinels Covenant is sort of siding against the Worm Hunters Conclave and vice versa. They're not a big player in the big political scheme. Getting back into the keep, Isolde would have spoken with her father a little bit and would return to you.
Okay, I
We
seem to
can't
have
hear
lost
you if we talk
Dave
to DM.
there.
Really need to figure out why it's doing. But Isolde says, she just says, thank you all for everything. I think your bravery may have saved Skakatoker. And though I've enjoyed my time at the Seder Tower, I think my place is here to help Skakatoga overcome its struggles and help my people recover from this dark chapter.
As you wish, my lady. Will your father step down and let you take over? He's kind of looking at Gormia. Do you know? Can we help him here?
Know what I can do overnight, but again, I'll speak with the High Priestess. Maybe we can come up with something, and they can do the rest. We still have time.
Works for me because I'm not keen to go back into that library right now. Cure for this stuff.
Estrid says, well, I'll invite the High Priestess to come and join us at the inn tonight. I'm sure she'll be interested in hearing your stories as well, Svenja. But for now, perhaps we should let the Jarl get his rest. It has been a long day, and this, I'm sure, has not been a decision made lightly. At this point, it is about 9 o'clock at night, so are you guys going to stay here and try and speak with the Jarl more, or are you going to go have a little celebratory drink back at the tavern to end off the night?
Hmm.
Yeah, I'll head to the inn.
Yeah, and I feel like we would also notify Hiorin for our success and preparation that we're about to go tomorrow. And I wonder, can
It is
what
night already.
the? Oh, okay.
You can go there, but probably be that we go there tomorrow morning.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean the the Driftwood Inn isn't too far away from the Fisherman's Wharf. So if you don't want to role play through that, we can say that you made your way down there and you let him know. He'll be very excited to leave in the morning.
Yes.
Yeah, is there anything in particular that you wanted to talk to him about other than that, or are you just giving him a heads up?
I give him a heads up. Make sure he doesn't go off like go on rampage all of a sudden.
Yeah, you'll manage to convince him, and he'll be quite relieved at that. And so will the local fisherman, who he had probably been threatening by this point. And I'm just putting it down on the map. You will return. Eric will go back to the forge with his brother Carl, the guy in all the armor. But the rest of you will make your way to the Driftwood Inn. Someone's got to be carrying a torch. Ah, thank you. Yeah, I'll ask that you guys please move the elves as well. But yeah, Astrid and Isolde are joining you at the tavern, and Freya will not be far behind. Just let me know if you see any like duplicates or anything I may have forgotten.
Wonder, do we see like Astrid now X somewhere?
Yeah.
No,
Where?
as you've made your way through the Clifftop Market, you would have seen a couple of faces looking at you as you made your way towards the inn, and noticing Isolde's return, and you would have had quite a few crowds around you. But yeah, her ex is not sitting in the tavern when you arrive, but you know that he's probably not far away. They have run around the back of the tavern when he saw you all arriving. You heard a back door closing when you arrived.
Ah, the light is on Camilla. Now that she's in the middle of the room, all of the room is lit up.
Yeah, now it's a party. Yeah.
Yeah, I suppose there's probably some candles on the ceiling, but yeah, it is late at night. It is pretty dark. There's not many people in here, but you will see some people will follow you in. Oh, okay. Who just went in?
Hey,
Svelia.
I just light cantrip. Have cantrip will see in dark.
Do not tempt me. I know how to abuse light.
So, well, yes, we can cast it on a pebble. We take it out when you need to. Seems to be permanent.
You hear the table next to you, you see a little mouth appear in it, and it goes, "Hey, we've got candles for that."
Oh, okay. Well, right. Well, in that case, then, um, we'll switch it off again.
Out from the ceiling will appear a wooden candelabra that just stretches itself out and then lights itself and goes, "Here, set the mood," and the mouth disappears.
Okay, this is like moderately surreal. Sonia's trying to remember if she smoked something weird. Talking candelabras and mice.
No, not a mouse, a mouth. The actual table spoke to you.
Oh, a mouth.
I think the sentence still stands. I don't think anything changes.
Okay, so it doesn't change Svenja's action. You're right. It's like, did I smoke something weird on the way here? Been eating some mushrooms or something?
Always.
Well, let's get some drinks and sort of check out the place. There's lots of locals in this.
Yeah, you'll see a couple of locals that were in here before, but also a few that are that seem to have wandered in after you, seeing that there was a group heading in and seeing Isolde's return. It's yeah, it seems like they're expecting there might be a bit of a party tonight.
Well, let's get it started. Let's get a drink. Oh, take and collide. I collided into something. Who knows what? So, peering closely at the bar, Svenja would ask the actual bar itself, do I ask you for a drink or that person that's walking behind you?
Same person. What do you want? As the person behind the bar turns around and you see her step forward. As she makes her way closer, you will notice that she is herself made of wood. She seems to be some sort of um like fey creature that you might be unfamiliar with. She looks a bit like a hag herself, but you can see that yeah, when she says same person, she turns to look at you and yeah, you get the impression that she is the bar. She is the tap.
This is fabulous. And Carmela and Gorm can see Svenja's curiosity is busy to surface, and you know what happens when she starts questions and things. She never stops.
You're not questioning me, so what do I care?
Okay. Well, some
So well,
wine.
so whilst Sven is asking the barkeep 10,000 questions, what are the rest of you doing as you make your way into the tavern?
I would.
Yeah, I'll sit and when I see Freya come in, I'll join her at the table.
Oh. Yeah, so the barkeep is offering you the special for tonight, as this band of adventurers came running in, begging us to take this heap of cursed meat off their hands. Even threw a few handfuls of gold into each sack to get us to take it. So we're having mystery meat for the next night or two. Are you interested? Can I serve you up?
Oh gosh, mystery meat? Oh no.
So,
Astrid will
Svenja,
order
sorry.
3
Wait,
bowls for them because I'm paying. Remember, just enjoy yourselves, and she'll order some food.
so do you burn yourself when you cook meat in on yourself?
Use pots and pans just like anyone else. What are you talking about?
But this is all you. Does it tickle if I scratch here? Just sort of tickles the under the countertop or something like that.
Honey, those nerves have been dead for years. And she pulls out a, a dagger from just like under the bar and just stabs it down into the countertop. She goes,
Svenja,
"You think I'd leave nerves alive on the tabletop? Uh, that's a bad idea for everyone."
yeah, so Svenja winces anyway, and she's like, "Ouch! Ouch." Oh, oh, okay. Um, what is this mystery meat? Can Yeah, why not? We'll take a chance with meat. Um,
So my vocal cords broke again. I had to blink out for a second. Did you just ask me what the mystery means?
it's mystery meat. She'll have it.
Oh, okay.
The best way to start a battle in the morning is with a massive hangover, sleep deprivation, and possibly a runny tummy.
You will see
Vikings dead.
when she
Yeah, go.
serves the food, you'll see like the night before, there are from the kitchen, the doors kind of open and these long branches grow outwards like these animated vines, and they have got these plates on them that these wooden plates as well that they move with the food on, and they just seem to stretch out through the bar like tendrils moving over and just around all of the patrons to place it down or hand it to you.
This is amazing. It's a bit like juggling. Because she's serving
easier
drinks and all sorts of things. Hmm. I am tempted to do a little bit of what can I do with the Sands of the Valkyrie thing? Can't actually remove poison or anything from it. So she'll look at the meat very carefully and then have a bite and have some wine and talk to Astrid. And I'm worried that I'm hugging the mic here.
Oh, yeah, it's fine.
Yeah, I mean, are the rest of you also having a serving of mystery meat? As Svenja, you take that first bite and it's rather gamey. Is anyone joining her in this meal?
I think
Yes.
yeah, Triver is he's a risk taker. He likes take risks.
Yeah, Gorm will
Okay,
not
great.
partake.
Fair enough.
Yeah. I wonder, Triver, looking at this mystery meat, can he make some sort of I don't know, maybe I like he's gonna smell and taste it. Can he make like some kind of survival check if he knows what it is, or another kind of check? Skill
Yeah,
check.
you can make a survival check or just an investigation check. You know?
survival. He has a better skill at that.
Or Arcana, if you're really suspicious. But
Oh,
yeah,
no,
with
that's
a 15, you can tell that it is definitely some kind of animal. It's like
okay.
this is this looks like it might be some kind of magical beast. Like this is not beast meat. It is monstrosity meat. But what kind of monstrosity? Impossible to tell. It is just chunks of meat in a stew. And to be perfectly honest, it smells pretty good.
So that's what happened to the other owlbear pup.
Oh, what?
Actually, Svenja will use the here to detect poison spell on it. Detect poison and disease.
Yeah, you as you cast that, you will get the impression that this is this may be slightly poisonous, but not in a not like in a lethal fashion. It's like this may have some strange effects on you if you eat it, but it won't kill you.
In alcohol fashion.
Yeah, but kind of the same potency of alcohol.
Okay, well, she'll eat it.
Yep, and I imagine for Trivia as he eats it, he's like, okay, it's not anything unfamiliar. I was worried that it was some kind of well, a much more disturbing meat, like
That's fine.
well, yeah, like what that as Rava said earlier.
That's fine. Just keep eating.
Okay.
Well, for everyone that does dig in, you can give me a con save to see if you feel the effects of this meal.
Can't
But
say. Oh yeah. Oh crap! 11. Is that enough?
yeah, it wouldn't be the first time that this place has started to look a little bit strange for Trimere, but yeah, this feels like you've just smoked some more Yeoman stuff.
Yep. Oh my gosh, we're all not rolling so high on our context.
It's to be fair, it's less sort of psychedelic. This is just you feel good. There's like a warmth in like deep within, and colors look a little bit brighter. The the flames flickering catch your attention and hold your attention for a little bit longer than maybe they usually would. But it's just sort of heightened your experience of this moment. But yeah, it's actually quite nice. It's definitely an intoxicating feeling, but it's not adverse. And yeah, you all feeling it. And yeah, Astrid will be saying, so Svenja, you said you were going to tell us one of your tales, maybe play us one of your songs. I'm not sure what kind of skald you are. Are you? Do you think you could do it for us now? There's enough people in here, don't you think?
She's so she is a lore bard by sort of design, I guess, so storyteller more singer, but she will take out her lyre anyway and sort of strum along and um, half recite, half. So she's kind of improvising a little bit on the to lessen how great Braudevik was and how shitty Skakutoka was in battle, and mostly focus on the bits and pieces of how bravely they fought to win their places in Valhalla. I mean, so everybody knows the story, of course, so she's not going to embellish it too much, but she will focus on those parts of the battle, and then say to people, "This is I did not know them. This is how I'm remembering. What else did they do that we should build into this saga for them?" But yeah, so she's basically just sort of half storytelling, half poetry, with just using the lyre as kind of background strumming. So this is not the performance that she would do as a big prepared show thing. It's more like a laid back, unplugged. Svenja unplugged.
Well, with the meal being served tonight, there's quite a laid back feeling in this tavern, so it definitely is going down well. You will have a performance check to make here, but it will be with advantage. As a couple of them are also like they'll ask you a question like, "What about my uncle Steve?" And if Steve, the great warrior, he has fallen bravely. But there's like a few of them that are helping you and leading, or you're able to lead the tavern together to tell them the stories they want to hear. But let's see, a performance check with advantage.
Oh, it was so close to net 20. Fuck it. Oh
Yeah,
well.
but those 8s are close to those 20s. Damn, it's insulting us.
It definitely is. Anyway.
Is anyone else doing anything to sort of help Svenja or add to this? As I mean, some of you were there in that battle, or maybe some of you have got a guidance or something.
Anything performance
Can
related.
really cast this from over here, I think.
No, I mean you can. There's no. Don't worry about the spacing here. This is more theater of the mind.
She
at the
can have
moment.
guidance. So a D4. But that's all I can give.
Hey, it's a
Yeah,
4.
I'll take it. Pushes it up to 20.
With the 20, it's like
well,
there is you have the like the chosen of Aegir, the new one. Remember, Freya is also sitting in this room. Who is they have a temple to Ran in Skakutoga, and temples like that's it's a big deal that when you are able to like tell the story of Ailsin coming to fight for there he is, and there is a fame to your group that that brings them really into this, and everyone is listening to this tale with a newfound sense of respect. And it seems a lot of them didn't know the sides of the story that you are telling here. Like a lot of those stories never made it back to Skakutoka.
yeah, I think she'll heavily use this cantrip to create the tremors and dim the lights and maybe she special effects in the background if flickering flames when it gets to tense bits, just to sort of create the sound of thunder and whispers and things in the background. So okay, so we're starting to drift into more. So she's not going to go full on, but maybe just subtly enhance here and there with a tiny little bit of special background effects. But I think that it's important then that so communicating, because this is one of the jobs of the law bard, is to tell the story and teach people the facts. So she's not drinking a huge amount of alcohol, although it appears to be that. She's definitely trying to reframe the story to move Skakutoka as a whole closer towards neutral and potentially allies.
Yeah, And while one story in a tavern may not be able to actually have a direct impact on the political like outcomes of the decisions of Jarls and things like that, it does have a major impact on the influence on the people and the thoughts of the people of Skakutoka, which now you can see the people of this that are here in this tavern and hearing these stories, they already seem to have softened to all of you that are here, and a couple of them have been sharing drinks with you over this time, and they are now.
Oh, Dave's microphone is giving him shit tonight.
Yeah, okay, sorry. Everyone in the tavern here, the people of Skakutoka seem to be coming around on Braudevik is essentially as the night draws to a close and people start leaving the tavern. You can see that a couple of them are like, oh, those guys from Braudevik, they're not so bad.
That's all we can hope for.
I've spoken with Freya while she's here.
Yeah, over this night, you and Freya would have had a conversation so about yeah the ways to potentially cure this addiction, and she would say to you, I'm glad that it's all worked out. I actually brought something that I thought may be useful in our little endeavors here. Maybe it's something you could help me figure out. And she puts a book on the table, that you can take a look at if you like. But what are you doing here? What are you sort of proposing to her as you guys sit and everyone's telling stories, enjoying the night?
Well, I believe I have the capabilities to at least start the base of a cure. But I need to know all of. Well, if you have a sample of the dragon's blood, that will probably speed up things. But I need to know what happens once people use it and once people stop using it. So I'll know what to target when I mix.
Oh, yeah. Also,
Um,
I believe that Trimer would chime up and say, right now at the moment, Ingrid is. I have told Ingrid if she can try to discover something to try to help with the addiction somehow, and that was a couple days ago. So hopefully she started some kind of progress in helping with the addiction that affiliated uh, the the victims of Dragon Blood.
Yeah, you should have asked her like a few hours ago when we were there. Oh wait, that's my mother. Never mind.
Yeah,
Maggie's
your
sister.
Ingrid, your mother. Yeah.
Yeah.
I've heard of her. I've heard she's a talented healer. I'm sure between the two of us, we should be able to find some sort of solution. And yes, I've been studying the effects of dragon's blood for a while. We have even been using it in some rituals. It seems it does have its benefits, but taken improperly and without guidance, it can be a dangerous narcotic. In fact, let me just have a look through this book here, and I will, as the DM, will be right back.
Oh. Okay.
about that. Right. Is everyone still here?
Yeah.
Yep.
So yeah, she'll say, the dragon's blood is a strange substance. It seems like those who take it are granted some sort of power from perhaps the ancient lineage of the dragons, much like some sorcerers have learned to manifest that are descendants of ancient dragonkind. But the effects are temporary, and the hags have molded it into a substance that is primarily meant to be used on trolls. The troll's blood variant of it can mutate one if you react badly to it. I've seen people grow entire new limbs and seen quite horrible things, honestly. The process of transformation is slow, but the poisoning effect that this can have, it can take a matter of days if you stop taking the blood regularly.
Yes, I saw that on. And I'll just whisper. The Jarl is in withdrawal, so we should act as quickly as we can.
Yes, indeed. I think he may only have a matter of days if he has stopped taking it already. Let me see here. I noted it somewhere in this book, the progression of the addiction and how it works, but misplaced the note one. But as you see, the book that she's brought here is a collection of blood magic. You haven't already gotten the blood magic book.
What do you mean?
But just I couldn't remember if she'd already had this conversation with you. But she says this this is the Book of Blood. It has all kinds of techniques and rituals that, quite frankly, would disgust most practitioners. But if we are able to master some of them, to command the flesh and blood of the enemies that we want to hurt and the allies that we wish to heal, I think
We can't hear you, DM.
I don't.
God, that's annoying. It's
Yeah.
so yeah.
Yeah.
What was the last thing you heard her say that to hurt enemies and heal your allies?
Yeah, I heard that.
Okay, yeah. Then I was just saying that it looks like an ancient book. This looks like a Trymere. You'd also recognize that this thing is probably as old as the elves on Arania. Like this is very old binding. Looks like it could come from an entirely different world.
Certainly is ancient. Looks at the book.
I've added some of
Let's
my
start
own
with
notes. I've added some of my own notes of my own studies, but yes, these are dark techniques. I don't believe everyone would be on board with using these kinds of techniques, but you strike me as someone who may be willing to push those boundaries.
already am to some extent, but let's focus more on the healing part for now.
You will see there is a new quest, as she will offer this book to you to practice and to try and figure that out. But there are a bunch of new spells that you will be able to learn that are uh, not in the player's handbook.
Ooh.
Yeah, I accepted it. If you're talking again, we cannot hear you.
No, sorry, this is revealing it.
Okay.
Carmilla,
okay.
you will also be able to learn blood magic because you are vampiric.
Yep.
But not from a Jedi.
I mean, no, there will not be a Jedi teaching you blood magic. I agree.
Yes, it's
You should see it in items now. That I think they should be revealed there.
Let's see, items. Oh, it
This
must be
spell.
spell blood magic. Oh, I don't know what does, but sounds fun.
Those are just new spells that can be learned. Some of them are very high level, so I mean, it may be something you can learn later, but they
so
are
where is
added
it?
to your.
So where is it? So
It's what's called items, and then there's blood magic. Not to be confused with blood magic. That's another kind of magic.
are you referencing Butters from South Park?
No, yeah, I am Stick of Truth. Yeah,
Oh yeah.
love
yeah,
that game.
Yeah, I played that game. Yeah.
Okay, I'm not seeing them. That might be by design.
It's in spells, items, spells, and blood magic. But again, only
Okay,
Yeah.
I see.
Carmilla have access.
Yeah,
So it's in the
I
spells
see.
folder.
You might not see them because you don't have access.
Correct. Yes. Ah, there we go. It's back. I can see it. Nice.
This mic. You know what I realized the other day? Speaking of South Park, we followed the same trajectory. Like we did fantasy, and then which was the Stick of Truth, and then the next one, the Fractured But Whole, was like
Superheroes.
a Marvel report.
Yeah.
We're doing
Yeah.
the same thing.
So then the next one is we doing the. I'm not sure what the snow day is.
I heard it's shit.
I own it, and the only redeeming thing about it is it's cheap and it takes like 10 hours or something to platinum. That's the only redeeming thing about it.
I don't think that's a whole RPG though.
No, it's not. It's basically just a cash grab.
Well, when we figure out how to do a cash grab go, we'll do that too.
Well, that's easy. You know what? I'm just gonna put the legendary proficiency on my sleight of hand and stealth. That would bring my, let's see, at this level, I think, if I'm correct, plus 8, plus 8, that's...
You just figure out a way to make money with D&D. Not if you can steal all the money from the NPCs. You can probably do that already.
Yeah,
But yeah, so with that,
I'll thank her for the book.
she says, "Good luck. I will look into it myself and see if there's anything I can find. But that may have to wait. I mean, I don't think we're going to find anything tonight. But if you do figure something out, please let me know."
Find a way to contact you. and I would ask DM if I can spend a bit of time I have left tonight to look into it. Not sure when. Like as much as I can look into it tonight without being exhausted tomorrow.
Oh yeah, absolutely. You can spend the rest of the night going over these, like when Svenja references you in the stories, and you kind of look up. It's just a quick cast of guidance, like, oh, hello. But you're more focused on figuring this out and potentially saving everyone. As yeah, you can make an Arcana check to go through this.
My strong suit.
I wonder, can
You
like
can
Chimeras
give him
also
an
have to.
assist if you want to help. You can definitely
Yeah.
do that. But
Yeah.
yeah, the blood magic is because Gorm is also a blood hunter. That's why he understands this better. But if you think
Okay.
Trimey is into blood magic, maybe yeah, I mean, just let me know. I don't know if
Blood
that's
for the
really his
blood
thing.
god.
So I assume I'm getting help.
Yeah.
Or
Chimera is a risk taker. Like he understands the
well, you
importance of
understand magic better, I understand blood better, so together we might have a chance.
yes. So advantage and with your guidance.
With our forces combined.
You're gonna be Captain Blood Planet. The Crimson Planet.
22.
Damn, yeah, you definitely you start to see some possible solutions. There are a few extreme solutions, like if you well, basically what you uncover is that this blood affects your blood, so it is a sort of blood curse that it applies. It's something that you need greater restoration to to really help someone, but I'm not sure. There could be other spells that I'm unaware of or that I'm missing that are particularly good at curing addictions. Those might also
Unless it's
be able
lesser
to.
restoration, I don't think there is. I think greater would be the lowest level spell technically.
Yeah, I
Unless
think
there is
that's
something
about
in
those.
the blood magic list, as I haven't looked at it.
Yeah, those are the kinds of that's like you could remove all the blood in their body and they would not be cursed by it anymore. But it's
They don't have blood.
yeah, you can look at those things.
Yeah, I'll just throughout the night write everything I can, and tomorrow I will give what I found to Freya. We can't hear you if you're talking.
Yeah. Yeah. That's frustrating.
Why? It's bad
It's
tonight.
way. It happens a lot tonight.
Yeah. Yeah. That happened to me before. DM. I know. I understand frustration.
But yeah, I was just saying that you you would have to actually look through the blood magic yourself and see if anything jumps out at you there. But uh, I I can't remember what all those
Oh, all
descriptions
good.
are. But you know that greater restoration would probably be enough to lessen the effects. And yeah, casting greater restoration on all the affected people though would be a very expensive exercise.
Well, fair enough.
Because yeah, greater restoration also requires like a spell component, right? That consumes it.
Yeah, it requires diamond dust, like, but it's only like 100.
Here we go.
Well, not just that. I wasn't even sure about the components, but just like remember when Onyx got cured of lycanthropy, you paid for that service. You like people do that to earn money. You'll have healers that obviously it's not quite the commerce system is a little bit different to maybe how Vikings really did it, but that's because of the world politics. So it's like there are healers that go around from village to village, or the people in the village themselves that they charge for healing services. But there are also, it takes time and effort. So to have, you might be able to cast the spell, but you can only do it so many times a day. You can't just stand there and bless every single person in a town. That would take ages. It's definitely doable. It's just it would be an undertaking. Yeah, but healing the Jarl, that's that's a different question. That would probably be a more immediate solution.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
actually,
Let's
the
hope.
whole town getting everyone off of it might take a while.
Yeah. Yeah. Let's hope Ingrid comes up with another physical solution somehow.
But yeah, it's starting the drug rehabilitation program here in Skagatoga. Slowly but surely.
Alcoholics
Yeah.
Anonymous, but not
Yeah.
give them a badge when they're after each month.
Right. If you can get Skagatoga to give up alcohol, then
No, I think
you truly must have reached the level of
in Mordia, I don't think it's possible. Anywhere. Nope.
yeah. She was saying, sorry, again. She
No,
was
we can
saying
hear you. Can hear you speaking. Not sure why you left.
because my mic, I can see the little microphone icon when it's using the
Oh,
mic, and then every time it fails, it switches off.
Mm. Whew.
Anyway, yeah. So you guys spend the night looking over this blood magic and looking for a potential cure, knowing that in the morning you'll be setting sail to the west and uh, yeah, potentially helping Astrid and Skakatoka, or um, yeah, what is the plan there? Do you think you'll be meeting them in the morning?
Hmm.
well, did Astrid mention
Um,
anything else to Svenja about it? Like, why are they fighting?
yeah. What is the dispute about?
Well, it's about territory more than anything. We've clashed in these waters for I don't know, for ages. I'm not sure exactly what sparked this, but one of our ships has sent aid or sent a request for aid. Apparently, that they've run into a small blockade, and there are two ships that need to be dealt with, and they are not able to do it on their own. We were going to go out to assist them, but with your help, I'm sure it will be no problem at all.
And oh yeah, and out of character. So right now we know that these Sentinel covens they're aligned with uh the other
No,
city
they're not.
that
It's
we.
another one. It's a different one. These ones
Yeah,
are
yeah.
aligned to no one, I believe.
Oh wait, really? I thought I heard that the Sentinel coven is like aligned with
There are
another.
two small settlements. The Conclave are with Flostovik, aligned with them, and I think the Covenant maybe Browder, because, but not with anyone else, if I recall correctly.
Ah, okay. Oh, okay. It was the Conclave that was
Yeah.
aligned with Fosdick. Okay, I thought it was the a Sentinel. Okay, got it.
Yeah, so I mean, Astrid would be able to give you some information here, but you would have to do some more investigating to really learn a lot about the Sentinels Covenant. But you would know that they are generally quite a secretive sort of group, and you know that. Oh, actually, yeah. Let's say you can give another history check, as you are all. Yeah, anyone who wants to give one, as you're all talking to her here.
Okay,
But
okay.
um, what Astrid would be telling you is that they are it's a bunch of druids and rangers that I don't know, they're dedicated to preserving the wilds. I don't know why they started this fight, but it's probably nothing too serious. Probably just some sort of disagreement.
So both Carmilla and Trimer got 23.
Svenja doesn't know anything.
Crap. The mystery meters.
Hey, Svenja, you know there are some evil druids out in those woods, and like you guys are beyond the border now of Alsvarter. You are heading into like unknown territories here. These are not places that you guys are very familiar with, and all the stories you've heard in Alsvarter about those places are usually warnings. It's like, no, the further west you go, the closer you're getting to giant country, and it just gets worse and worse.
Yes. These are definitely people that eat puppies live and sorts of
You,
things.
Carmilla, you've heard pretty much the exact opposite. That these are like real nature loving. They they like are worshippers of Freya, and they protect their natural environment. You know that it's a small, secretive sort of place. It's led by someone called Freda Ironheart, and you know that they are their whole thing is about preserving the wilds, and that their mission is just safeguarding the natural world and maintaining the balance of nature. They are, if anything, a neutral faction. Like they don't generally take sides, um, and you know that they are often in opposition with the Worm Hunters Conclave and the Bears of the South with Flostavik. That that's probably who they protect the wilds from. But they don't have any allies. They're not they're not really a threat to anyone.
So, oh wait, so what did our 23 get?
That's what you got from the 23.
Oh, okay.
Uh,
Okay, gotcha. So we heard Southern Druids trying to preserve natural order from what they believe in.
the entire
and
dragon blood ordeal, is it known out of Skakatoker? Is it possible they
Ah,
the Covenant knows about it, so they assume you're with the hags, and because the hags ruin nature, that's why they're fighting. And now that if they know that you're no longer with them, they will stop.
that is a good point.
Well, you may have a point. There's a good chance that the people on the ship that we sent out, if they were selling or trying to trade dragon's blood out there, I'm sure the Covenant would have tried to stop them. But either way, we cannot forgive people attacking our ships, especially not with the other beasts that lurk in these waters. It's why some of the sailors even take the blood. There have been sea serpent attacks weekly, and some have taken to drinking the blood to protect themselves. It wouldn't surprise me if they were trading as well.
Yeah, we heard about the attacks.
As I said, these are dangerous waters, but we would appreciate any help that you could provide in rescuing our sailors. To be honest, we're not at war with the Sentinels Covenant, but something's clearly gone wrong, and we're heading out to investigate. I'm afraid that's about as much as we know.
Right. Either way, we have to help your sailors who are in the rest.
So, is anybody else here sort of picking up on these people are very comfortable? This is blood magic and blood, trading in blood. I'm starting to get a little bit of an icky feeling about the general alignment, if you want to, of Skakatoker. Just
Well,
saying.
With all due respect, Svenja, before you stayed with the druids, the things you were doing were not exactly normal as well.
Yeah. Plus,
I
yeah.
understand
Plus, we
why
heard.
you're saying that, but
Yeah. Plus,
Fair enough.
yeah. Plus, we know that Sakatroka is large is very good in trade, so that's why uh they have they seem quite wealthy. They're very like a lot of traders gather around Sakatroka, so that's why they seem very wealthy and comfortable.
Okay.
either way, maybe we can solve it somewhat diplomatically. So I'll say we'll at least sail
Yeah.
with you to investigate, but might decide on not fighting. Let's see
Yeah.
what's going on there first.
Yeah. Like at best, we can cease whatever magic or weapon might this coven may have.
Yep. They must stop eating puppies and kittens, though.
You've heard those stories as well. No, I shudder to think. But I will warn you, we are sailing into a battle. They have been attacking one of our ships. They are managing to hold out, but that's why we're heading out at dawn. So I wouldn't hold it against you for abandoning the fight, but we are heading in to fight them.
Mm.
And if you help us, I'm sure that will go a long way to forming a real allegiance with Skaputoka. Don't worry, we won't hold any grudges if you choose not to fight. I'm sure we can take care of them ourselves. You would just make it decidedly easier.
Right. So Gorm, what do you think? Should we take this opportunity to help out
I'm the
Sakatroka,
captain, but we're
or
still sailing as a crew, so it's still my
hmm,
own decision.
ah
If we're sailing into an active battle, well, diplomacy might not be a viable option as much as we wish.
as I said before, we could find some way to basically more all for us for our ship crew. We could basically not knock out some of the fighters or disable whatever
So
weapons
fighting,
or magic
you are saying
or
you are
magic.
fighting.
Well,
No need
yes,
to
but
go around it. You're fighting.
more knockout, more non-lethal.
Personally, we intend to sink their ships. If we see them, any hand raised to Skakutoka will be met uh, accordingly. Though, if you want to attempt some sort of negotiations before we do so, we won't stop you.
So let me just be clear. The Astrid is saying you, Astrid, are saying accept a peaceful resolution.
Of course, we're going out to assist a ship that has already been in danger, but if it does turn out that they've been trading dragon's blood, they may need punishment here instead. The Covenant may be in the right, but still, as the captain of our navy or of our ships, I'm not sure what we call it in this time, but it is my responsibility to get revenge on those who have hurt my men.
Mm.
Unless they had good reason to do so, which would have been trading in dragon blood.
Yes, if we're trying to get dragon's blood off the streets, I'm certainly not going to be uh, giving any leniency to anyone that has been making it all the worse. Though as I said, some of these sailors are taking the blood for reasons that I cannot blame them for. You know, they're trying to protect themselves. But if it's something more sinister, I will punish them myself. Either way, we need to actually go there and see for ourselves.
Mm.
Well,
Yeah.
then I believe we should sail with you tomorrow. If everyone agrees.
Yes, I'm curious about this matter.
Well, everyone, get your rest then. This has been an enlightening evening. Thank you, Svenja, for your stories, and I hope everyone rests well. We will see you at the docks in the morning. I will make sure that those fools down at the lighthouse don't give you any trouble sailing out of here.
Very well.
With that, everyone makes their way to their rooms, and uh, maybe some of you not immediately, but over the next 8 hours, you will all be able to take a long rest. Someone's stuck on the Broadwick area map.
Yeah, I think that's me
Svenja,
in
maybe?
a way.
It says an S.
Yeah, that's it because I don't have my character token really selected.
No, well, it's
So
the world map, but it says S in the Broadway area map. Might be Svenja.
No, I had challenges loading, but I'm there
What map
now.
are you on?
Mordia,
Oh,
full map.
no. Maybe it's stream? No, W is stream.
Might be
oh,
stream.
oh wait, what is the problem?
Someone's on the wrong map. I don't know who.
Oh,
Look at, hang on, it could be me. Let me go to it.
I can currently see the
How do I
player
move
list.
myself?
oh, okay, yeah, there. Oh, now back.
You just have to click on Mordia full map. It should be the active map.
Okay,
there.
yeah. When I do that, the map goes black for me. I've just layer. Let me reload that and see.
Oh, can everyone else see on this map?
I can see the Mordia map.
Yeah, I see the Mordia full map.
I'll just reload.
Okay, I don't want to get too caught up on like the smaller maps now,
Yeah.
as we'll just move things along a little bit. So we'll stay on this map and go Theatre of the Mind as the next morning arrives. But yeah, you all find yourselves well rested in the tavern. No one's abandoned the post this time, and there is quite a bit of like excitement as some people
Oh,
have heard the stories of the previous night, and you guys make your way down to the dock. Is there anything
Oh,
you're
yeah,
doing
but,
in Okotoka before you do?
yeah, before that, Eric did offer us some like at least something like of armor or weapon of some kind.
Oh, he did. Yeah, you can head over to the blacksmith first. It's a good idea.
Yes. What does he have to offer?
Drat, I seem to be in combat mode on for some weird reason.
Maybe just. Well, I have no idea why you would be in combat. Actually,
Okay,
but you
I'm
have
going
a
to
token
exit that.
somewhere. What do you mean on the full map?
Yep,
Do you have a
it's
token?
weird. I've got Brodovik
No,
and
no,
the
that's
Hags
right.
listed.
That's right. We're in the that is Browdovik that is in um intrigue with the hags. So there's a bigger battle happening between Browdovik and the hags right now, but
Oh yeah.
Ah,
those choices only made every 5 days. So that's what you're seeing there. Is it'll be Browdovik's turn and then the hags. But yeah, you'll only make a choice on that in the next few days. I can't quite remember what they're doing right now, but your people are busy. They've started a whole new mine and all sorts of
Yeah.
stuff going on.
Yeah, I remember. Yeah, I remember last time. The hags were attempting to smuggle dragon's blood in Brodovik, trying to get the Brodovik people hooked on it, but you're able to stop the espionage sabotage.
hmm.
So you guys make your way to Eric's Forge, where you can hear the forge has already been started up. You can hear some banging on an anvil, and you see Eric and his brother are hard at work as you all arrive. Um, yeah, you can see that they are primarily armorers, and they make some pretty great shields. Uh, but they seem to be working when you walk in, and yeah, you can move your tokens in if you are going in to talk.
Yep.
Ah, good, you all made it. I was wondering if we would see you again. Here, I have some things for you to say thanks. And he kind of walks over to a table where you can see he's got a few items lined up. And yeah, he's got a couple of shields here, especially that are looking very nice. Uh, who is approaching him first?
I'll approach.
He says, "Ah, yes, you seem like you've got some magical ability. I was wondering, perhaps you would like one of these ceremonial shields." And he holds up a shield, which now that I think about it, you may already have a ceremonial
I think I have just a shield. Yeah, I have just
just a
normal
regular
shield.
shield. Okay, yeah. So this one that he offers you, you will see, is painted with the symbol of Aegir. As he says, this is an old design, but some of the Temple of Ran still wear it. I thought it would be fitting, and I will put it on your character sheet as you get a ceremonial Viking shield. He's got a few of these. If anyone else does, oh no, sorry, he's got. You should be able to see it there.
Yeah, I can see it.
It says, "Oh, and for you, uh, you elves, Trymir, come over here. I think I have something that you would very much like. Something for someone who's a little less, perhaps comfortable with wielding a shield, as I noticed you may be."
Oh, what is it that you have?
He lifts what looks like a steel cup bracelet that is engraved with these intricate geometric designs. And oh wait, I just realized I used the wrong image. 1 second. But yeah, he hands you something that actually looks like it could be of elven design, but this is an Arcanist's shield bracelet. and it is, instead of an actual shield, it is a magical item that you can basically use. It's essentially got 3 charges of the shield spell.
Oh, awesome.
Oh, I thought it's like from like Kratos has from Ragnarok where he just pops out.
It is exactly like that. It kind of opens up, but you have 3 charges and it works like the shield spell. But it
Okay.
kind of unfurls from that bracelet to absorb the impact of an attack, much like Kratos' shield.
Timer says, yeah. Timer says, fine craftsmanship, Eric.
Thank you. I pride myself. I thought this would suit you. I'm afraid I don't have another for your friends. That was a once-off.
That's all right. With or without things like this, they can handle themselves well. But thank you. This will serve me well in the battles to come.
As for the others, I have a large assortment of armors and shields. If there is anything in particular that you are looking for, I'm sure I could provide it. But I'm afraid I'm not sure for the two of you, Carmilla and Svenja. Neither of you seem like you would wield a shield.
Only cowards
Or
hide
much
behind the
armor.
shields.
That gets an eye roll from Svenja. She does use, but not. Yeah, she does use a shield essentially.
I wasn't paying attention.
Yeah.
Oh,
So
I
yeah,
see.
Svenja.
He does have more of those ceremonial Viking shields, which is what he was kind of offering. They seem to be his main thing. Maybe it was you that had the ceremonial shield before.
No, I've plain old shield.
Ah, okay, yeah, then that's exactly what he would be offering, unless there's something that would interest you more.
I wonder what's the benefits of the ceremonial shield. What is it?
Yeah, some features we can use like as a ceremony.
Oh, okay.
I think it would be quite fitting for Svenja as well, actually.
Yeah,
Oh,
I like it.
Freya's clarity, would it have any effect on the dragon's blood? Probably not, but worth asking.
It could help temporarily, like the side effects that come from the withdrawal, you might be able to suppress, and yeah, that is probably something that Freya will be doing herself. But yeah, that is a good point.
Well, if she knows about it, then no need to tell her about that.
Well, I mean, it is the blessings have mostly been done by Freya herself. Freya Stormcaller, of course,
Yeah.
but the temple is where we send all of these shields to be blessed, and she does those enchantments for me. But the actual, you see this, and he kind of shows you the actual craftsmanship of the shield itself. He's like, this is all me. Look at all the studs, perfect. The lining of the steel is immaculately bent, don't you think?
Every priest can bless, but not every blacksmith can properly craft.
Damn right. I know that your blacksmith has not shown his face again. It's clearly not worthy of seeing my craft in action.
It's because he hasn't got a face.
Oh, that's sensitive of me.
Oh, he has a face.
Well, he's not got his face with him. That sounds even weirder. It's not just okay. It's not going to go.
And I heard he was better with weapons anyway. That device that he built, there are many in Skakatoker that have nightmares about that. What do they call it? Ballista.
Oh yeah.
Well, you can choose on which side of it you're wanting to be in future. Maybe. Um,
Yes, I heard some of you might be going to help Astrid and some of the others at sea. I'm sure that would go a long way to seeing us combine our efforts. Imagine putting one of
mm,
those things on one of your ships. It could be uh, completely a game changer on a raid, you know?
Yeah, I do think my ship is a bit small. Correct me if I'm mistaken. Might need
Right
some
now,
upgrades
yes.
first. Before that.
Oh, but that's the other thing. He says, "Oh, I forgot. The Jarl left this with me. Isolde is still resting at home. She wishes you well, but there is a lot to take care of. Jarl is not well. But he did tell me that you have technically completed the bounty. You brought her home, and you should earn your reward. So here." And he puts a small chest onto the table, but it just thunks down. It is heavy with gold. And he says, "Don't let anyone see you walking around with this." And there is 10,000 gold
Oh,
was found for Isolde. Which I'm going to put into, I'm going to try and do this. I'm going to put it into a party sheet
Yeah.
because
Yep.
having one person holding it could get complicated. But
you can add it with the
Yeah.
resources, but I think the resources might be pulling from all of our sheets. That's why we have that number.
well, that the resources, there's two numbers. There's the
There is party gold,
party gold, and then I think there's another one for
town
the
silver.
town
Yeah.
silver, which that will be the gold that you give back to Brownovik. So you don't have to give it all to Brownovik, but that is kind of the goal, is to provide for them
Yeah.
and have enough to
Yeah.
last through the winter.
Oh
Yep.
yeah, we need. Yep, Bradvick definitely needs that.
And those are the funds you can use to like build strongholds. You could build a sorcerer's sanctum or bard's theater or all of those things, um, like a ranger's lodge, or repairing keeps, and that's where those kinds of funds will generally go.
Yeah.
So you guys do get to spend that money as well, but it's just
Not on
yeah,
the
it's up
players,
to you.
but on the settlement.
Yeah, so you've got different pools of money, but it does show us what everyone's got altogether. Just trying to find.
Yeah, can I make a random history check to try and remember if there is a Temple of Aegir in Mordia?
Temple of Aegir. Yeah, you can make.
Like the one they have for Ren here, but for a year. The same level.
Yeah, you can definitely check.
Yeah,
I
it's
will.
16. You don't have to give an answer now if you have to find it. It's not immediate important. Immediately
Yeah, no,
important.
for that you would definitely know that there are definitely temples is a bit of a strong word, but um, we're going to call them temples for just the sake of the system.
Yeah.
But a lot of them are a little bit less. It's not like a church temple, but there are
Not
definitely
like
places
here.
dedicated to Aegir. There are many of them. There is also an arena dedicated to Aegir, and you would know that in the bay, the information that Gorm would be most familiar with is that there's Rand's palace is down there in the bay, or just quite far south of the bay, maybe. But in the bay itself, where the serpents embrace, where they gather, there are temples down there under the sea that you would be able to use to worship in a similar way. But other than that, the coastline is lined with loads of settlements that most of them would probably have some small, at least a shrine or something. They would give offers to the sea and to Aegir. So yeah, big temples, there are few, but loads of places for worship.
Is there like something they have like same size as they have here for Ren?
Yeah, they probably are. You wouldn't know about any in particular other than the. You would know that the Serpent's Embrace probably has one about the same sort of size.
Okay.
I would have to look up the particulars of any other settlements that do, but you can assume that most coastline settlements have probably got something, maybe differing in size, but something of that like.
Okay.
And you all see the party token as well. If you look up, if you
We are at
search,
the
where are
Eric's Lodge at the moment. We move.
I mean, in
map?
the actors directory.
Oh. Actors and then
Maybe now it should show up.
I see all
Say,
the
Proud of
formations.
X Blood Sworn. It should be under Mordians and map tools. Can you see that?
Oh,
Yeah.
I see
Maybe I'll
that.
just-
Yeah, I see it.
So if you
Oh.
open that, that is a party sheet that we should be able to use. Sorry, I haven't quite set up the tokens properly, but you should be able to see the whole party in there, and it's got some cool features that I'd like to kind of play around with.
Ooh, okay.
But that we can assume this is going to be stuff that you're keeping like on the ship. I think that makes sense.
Yep.
Yeah, okay. Ah,
So yeah, Sven, you got a shield, Gorm got a shield, Trymere got a bracelet, and Carmilla, what are you in need of in terms of defenses?
Fences. Nope. It's good. Don't think that is his weapons, but yeah. You wanna know that story?
I have some hunting armor that you might like. Of course, Nyanem is famous for this kind of armor. We pride ourselves on it. And he's got a set of medium armor that gives you advantage on perception and survival checks. It is made of wolfhide, and it is a magical version of the most common sort of type of hide armor in Mordia. Are you already wearing some?
I've been wearing it since that mission. I've never let it go.
can Carmella just get it as spare just in case?
I've just already have it.
Where did you get that? Hold on a second. He like looks at the armor that he's holding up to you and looks at what you're wearing, and it looks like very similar craftsmanship.
I think it was.
How did you get your hands on that? I think that's one of mine. one of my pieces, at least. I'm not saying you stole it, but please tell me you didn't take that off one of the dead in the battle at Braudovic.
I don't think it was from one of the dead.
No, it was in. Let me see.
The evil priest.
No,
He
no.
had it. No?
As I recall, it was stashed away somewhere in Braudovic. I can't recall, like. No one remembers where it comes from, but they think it's always been there. That's at least what I
It's not
remember.
ancient. It's not ancient armor. That I'm pretty sure I made that with my own hands. But I'm sure it should come as no surprise that some of my armor has been traded that side of the border. I'm surprised to see you wearing it.
I think it's the weird, like, sneaky people that we fought from Giga. They were killing whoever was in their path. So if one of your people ventured too far, it's possibly they just killed him and looted him.
It is possible. I mean, look, it's a pretty common type of armor. I'm just happy to see someone making good use of it. There are many traders along the coast, and I have become quite renowned for my armor, so I'm happy to see it's made it to Braudovic, even if the original owners are no longer wearing it. Could have also been bandits, was it not them?
The bandits from the keep.
Bandits that were the poachers, ones that you fought at the stone circle with the druids.
Maybe. It's been a while.
The guys that had captured Torg.
Yeah, I remember. It has been a while. Maybe,
Because
but
they might have definitely been. That would have made the most sense. But yeah, unless it was a victim of the ninjas, maybe. Yeah, doesn't matter.
yeah.
This is going to happen. A lot of these items may have stories behind them. It's fun to
Yeah.
remember where they are. Maybe you can edit the items when you get them and add a little bit to the description if you want to remember. But yeah, over a campaign, I'm sure you're going to pick up a lot of crap you forget about.
Oh, where did I pick up this nuke?
Oh,
It
it was
is
just lying on the
you
ground.
make that.
Or maybe this nuke was powering a Titan.
Ejected from Valhalla.
Oh yeah, where did I pick up this 3D maneuver gear here?
No, I meant Titan,
a thing.
the mechanical.
And get Attack on Titan gear. Yeah, anyway. You guys have all got your shields and things. So it's about 7:30 in the morning, and you know that Astrid will be setting sail soon. She's probably already down at the docks. So, is there anything else you might want to ask Eric for here, or are you guys going to continue on to your ship?
That's all for me.
Yep, that's all. Yep, we got some gold funds for Braudovic to come back. They were like, oh wow, 2,000, wow.
Thank
They'll
you
sure be
again.
happy.
Your actions may have saved us all. These are honestly the least I can do. So, fair sales, my friends.
Indeed, you almost died while on the journey back.
Yes, I'm still a little sore, but I'll be fine.
And I can imagine
got
his
driven
better.
through with a blade.
Yeah, I imagine his brother's like, yeah, yeah, see, I told you it's gonna be dangerous. Like, yada yada.
Exactly. Yeah. Surprised you made it back at all. So when you
Anyway,
head back down to the docks, you see Astrid's ship just waiting in the fjord, sort of a little ways down the river. You can see that the sails are still up. They seem to be waiting for you, but uh, yeah, your ship is there, and Hjorund is sitting there, kind of impatiently, but looks very relieved. You can see him from quite far away. Just looks happy
Yeah.
to see you approaching. Like, oh, finally.
yes. Yes, you're back. We're slowly but surely making our way to Brava. Don't worry, I'm also eager to get there since I also got a map saying that there's some kind of fallen titan there. So it'd also be so after your thing with Brada, you can do vetting and with finding this strange fallen titan around Brada.
I look forward to exploring those mountains again. It's been too long. So, are we all ready to set sail?
Hmm.
Yeah.
Yep. Yes. Yep. Are we?
Unless someone wants to do something beforehand. Not ready.
All right, we're ready.
Yeah, it's really
All right.
You guys make your way onto the ship, start making sure that everything's in working order, and uh, yeah, you would begin with your navigational tasks. As the navigator will plot the route for the day's course and consult the maps, stars, or whatever the tools they have. So you can make your check for our navigator. Then everyone else will be rowing and sailing, so you can, yeah, as you take turns rowing and adjusting sails as you need, you can give some athletics checks to, if you guys like, or if there's anything else. Um, maybe the lookout wants to take a look out. We are back in expedition mode.
I think I'm the.
Yeah, Gorm, you're usually the navigator and Carmel is the lookout usually.
Yeah. So I'll make my navigation check. What was
Yep.
it? Survival or I don't have the tool proficiency. I'm not sure what I was rolling instead.
And
I think
and
survival.
Okay.
yeah. Also, Driver is also good at. He has the proficiency in navigator skills actually because of his background as a archaeologist, or I believe it. I'm gonna double check. Like yeah, he's proficient, but I forget about his description. Oh yeah, his background is archaeologist, so that's why he has proficiency in navigator skills.
Yeah, I mean, you can still, if you want to be the navigator, you can do that. I mean, if Gorm wants to
Oh
make
okay. Oh okay.
checks as like uh with water vehicles, and basically if you have proficiency in that, it would just be the same as your survival essentially.
Oh okay. I wonder can Gorm help so I have advantage?
I have my own roll as well.
But yeah, someone can help. You guys can all work together on these things. You're not doing any of this alone. You're working together as a
Okay.
party and as a group. So it's just the person that has the role is the person leading the charge.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, I
it's
say
up to you to describe how you're doing these things. You can get creative with it.
okay. No, what I think for me, I think Trimer would focus on the tool aspect of using the navigator's tools, while I can imagine Gorm is more familiar with the waters here down in the south. Unlike Trimer, he's more northern, area territory. So I
Can
would
say I'm,
say that Trimer is giving the help action to Gorm for his advantage.
I can say I'm familiar with the waters here, but I'm familiar with water in general. But I think he still tracks here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So let's see some rolls with advantage. You can also roll with the navigator's tools if you want. See if you get a crit or something. It might add a benefit there, Trymere. But yeah, the navigator's check is being done by Gorm.
Okay, so I can. So, but Gorm still has his advantage though.
Yeah, he does. But just to see, you might be able to uncover some, like a secret route or something like.
Okay, 20.
Okay,
You
I
can use
meant
your
with the actual navigator's
yeah.
tools. I don't know if you've got that, but if it's the same modifier, then yeah,
Yeah.
you're not finding anything extra on that one. But it is, you have got a clear path, and because you are following along with the other ship, you will see them joining you as you sail down the river and towards the bay.
Yeah, like I don't know. Yeah, I do have proficiency in it, but I don't know how the uh, the click to roll the
Well, you
tool
need the
check.
actual tools. You should have the tools in your inventory. If being proficient with it and actually having the tools are different things.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, next time you're at a market or something, you may want to invest in a set of those tools. But it looks like Gorm is quite happy at the, at the helm of this ship. And you guys have got clear skies and it is smooth sailing as you make your way out into the bay with Astrid's ship alongside. This two-ship fleet moves out, and you'll see a couple of waves from the other boats as they greet you in the morning. And yeah, it seems they'd already set out, so you didn't get to meet them on the harbor. But if you do want to talk to them, you can just
Yell.
say that you're going up to them. Okay. Yeah. Anyone else doing anything as you make your way out to sea?
Like it's gonna be a while, but the next two levels of Trimer, when you get fifth level spell slots, it's gonna get control wins. So after a few dozen sessions or so later, Trimer will do that someday, but not today.
Bit of singing songs to build morale. She also summoned Nightwing out. It's been a while since we were just doing free flying and sort of go up a little bit, scout the river ahead, things like that. Not with any serious intent, just relaxing, being outside and being able to fly
Yeah, we see
on
you
the
soaring
road.
through the see you soaring through the sky as the ships sail below. And yeah, if you want to make a perception check as the lookout, you can. It's for Prime's benefit. This is Nightwing. I'm not sure if you remember. I don't know if Onyx
Oh,
ever met.
I don't
oh
think
yeah,
you did.
I remember.
Oh, okay.
No, I remember you did summon Nightwing before.
I think that Helm gives me advantage on perception checks. Just roll. But it's a modified 20 anyway, so that should be.
Yeah, I'd say you can have the advantage. You getting the aerial view. Okay, 20 it is. Yeah. So 20 is enough to notice that as you guys are making your way up the coastline, you sail for a few hours and you are getting into the waters that are quite good for fishing for sure, but you will notice the back of a large sea serpent just disappearing beneath the waves as it like just peeks through the water and you see that the two ships are approaching it. There seems to be a large serpent beneath the waves, and you know that you are in the waters of the serpent's embrace.
That would be useful information to communicate down to serpent ahead, so keep your eyes peeled. We're expecting the serpents to be on ships, just, this is where they hang out and we're sailing through the bar.
Well, yeah, you can discuss with the others. They may have learned some more about that.
Yeah.
Let's go see what Astrid and them know about anything the serpent else, and or after that go and talk to Gorm and everybody. Oh, god damn it.
Yeah, you give
Oh,
them the
oh,
heads up. I'm sure Kamila's at the top of the mast as usual to take the message. But then you head over to Astrid's ship, and she will shout up that I told you these were dangerous waters. They've been attacking ships for months, ever since the battle at Bradovik. Be careful. I'm not sure what they want.
Not worth drinking dragon's blood for, surely, though. So we'll keep an eye on them. Keep an eye on the
Right.
water.
Right.
Camilla, you get the message from Svenja that there are serpents up ahead. Are you going to do anything on the deck of the ship to warn everyone? And is anyone making any preparations or adjustments?
Hmm. Well, I say for Trymere, like if one of the serpents are getting close and hostile, he's gonna prepare a command spell, and basically he's gonna speak in Draconic and say retreat to the serpent using the command spell. If a serpent is hostile and is about to attack the ship.
Okay, preparing a command spell.
Yep, and speaking in Draconic with the command spell.
This is still Ren's domain.
It gets some breathing room, and oh, go faster, run, 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 like to row away from the serpent.
Row, row, row your boat. Do 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 do.
Gently down the stream, merrily, 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 merrily down to your doom.
Okay.
Oh,
Anyone else?
Is this still Ren's domain?
No, technically you're in the Serpent's Embrace's domain, but yeah, you know that Rand still has control over the serpents.
yeah. Even though deep down, serpents don't want to be under Rand's control. They want to be independent from Rand.
When we move it closer, I guess I'll go to the front and yell to it in common, because I don't speak Draconic, that we are followers of Aegir and Ren, and we wish a safe passage through here without your interruption. Maybe it will do something.
Okay. Yeah, as you and Trime are both ready to try and communicate with this creature, you will see the waters moving as uh, the there is water moving on towards the one side of the ship, and Svenja, you will notice a couple of smaller figures getting a little bit, just these little dark figures approaching from underneath. It looks like the serpent is not alone. At which point, the beast begins to become visible, and it slithers up under the waves alongside your ship, kind of between the two ships. And I will say at this point, because I'm not going through all the effort of putting Astrid down and potentially having them fight in combat, if combat does break out, Astrid and the rest of them, because they are fighting with you, will basically just give you all advantage on all your checks.
Okay.
You'll essentially be constantly under the help action.
Okay, understood.
Yeah, you see this massive serpent moving up from underneath and approaching the ship. So yeah, as you are calling out to it there, Gorm, were you using a magical effect?
I don't have a magical effect for it,
Oh,
but
no, I'm asking
but
if you were using a spell or something, or if you're just talking.
I'm just talking. But maybe my ship, because it's my like stronghold, can help. Okay, not something in non-combat. Never mind. You can keep the sequel
Um,
if I'm uninjured.
yeah, so so yeah, you try and uh, not move too aggressively towards this thing, but you do see it is moving up, and it's still just kind of looking at your ship. You get the impression that this thing may already be under something else's influence, and it doesn't seem to really respond to your words, as something else already has control over it. But Trymere, with your spell, you may be combating uh, that effect that is already on it. So, what are you saying as your command word?
Hmm. Uh, hmm. You know, because I wonder. So right now it's just swimming. Serpent is just swimming very close to our ship. Correct. Just seems to be aggressive in a way.
Yeah, it seems like it's moving up alongside, like it could bump into the ship, and it could just jump up and attack, but it definitely does not seem like it's come here to talk. This one you can see is under the influence of something. And as I say, Svenja, you notice there are a couple of other figures with it. But yeah, Trymere, you had prepared a command spell for when you saw its head kind of breaching the surface here. So you do have a chance to get that off before it is able to try
Okay.
anything.
Yeah. Yeah. So he's gonna use the spell. So command and he's gonna speak in Draconic and say retreat in Draconic language.
Okay, because it is already under the influence of another mind controlling thing, it will have advantage on the save. But
Wait,
can you
I
post
wonder
it?
is it I wonder is it under a charmed effect?
It is.
Is it,
Well, yeah.
oh because like is it specifically like advantage on like charmed effects or something like that? Or
No, it's already charmed. So you're trying to charm it on top of someone else.
okay, yeah. Okay, I'll go with what you were doing then. So uh, hmm.
But why? Does
But
the spell say something specific?
Oh, yes,
oh
it
no,
makes
it's
me sure.
just that Yeah, yeah. It's just that I was wondering about the serpent's feature of having advantage. Basically, command is not a charmed effect, but it's just but it is a enchantment based spell that affects the creature. So uh,
Yeah, it
yeah,
doesn't give them the charmed effect, but it is a yeah. There's
yeah.
already something controlling its mind, so that's how it's just giving it advantage. It's not auto failing
Okay,
or
under
anything, but you can
okay,
just
understood.
cast the spell, and then I
And
can
then
see it in the chat and
okay, and
make the
then
ruling according.
okay, first then if that's so, then I'm gonna use uh the meta magic heightened spell, so it becomes. Oh wait, hold on, never mind, not that. Uh, wait, not that. I'm actually gonna use. Oh, where is it? Where's my feature? I'm gonna use the feature. Good thing I have this. Restore balance. When the creature you can see within 6 feet, or use that to roll d20 with advantage or disadvantage, you can use your reaction to prevent the roll from being affected by advantage or disadvantage. So it becomes a regular roll.
Okay, yeah, I like the restore balance as well. Uh, you are kind of trying to override that, and in this, you kind of get this mechanical sense that there's like this is an artifact that is controlling it, that you may be able to use the magic in a way that may be able to counteract it, and yeah, you can again just please target the thing and
Oh, okay. Okay, target and then command spell.
yeah, just make sure you're not spending
Oh crap.
extra spell
Oh
slot.
man.
But 19. Has anyone got any reactions before I say what happened?
Nothing I can do. Anyone
Okay.
else?
Cool. Then in that case, as you try and command this creature, you see its eyes like glow red, and it just moves, and whatever has control of it has a stronger grasp on this thing's mind than you were able to, and it is going to charge towards the boat as it just smashes into the side of it, and eh, you are all going to need to make a strength saving throw, everyone that's standing on the deck of the boat, just to try and not get knocked prone, and then we are going to roll for initiative.
Oh no. Prone.
Ooh. -1. I got a nat 20 still. Or rather, it's a straight roll because of my cloak of protection.
Yeah, so you talking to it, you like see it coming, and you're oh shit, brace yourself, and you are not knocked over. But Gorm, unfortunately, you're still trying to figure out what Trymere was saying in Draconic when you're standing at the top, at the front of the ship on a pretty area spot, and you're knocked over. But Camilla and the elves as well. As Svenja, you will notice the rest of the foes peering from underneath the waves. Swimming towards your ship at high speed. Camilla, you are also knocked prone unless you have something against that.
Don't think so.
Hey, are we rolling for initiative here, guys? What's
Yeah.
happening?
Oh, okay. Yep, we can hear you now. Okay. So roll for initiative. Initiative. Huzzah!
Sorry, I'm realizing if you didn't hear me ask for the call for initiative, did you hear me mention the other creatures that are swimming up under the waves
Yeah.
on the left?
Yes, yes.
But right now I don't see the tokens if you're trying to reveal the tokens.
You don't see your own token?
Oh no, the tokens of the enemies.
Oh.
The creatures on the serpent.
Well, most likely said to be invisible until revealed. That's a
Or to
common
the left
thing.
of the serpent,
Magic
on
number.
the left side of the ship.
No, they should show up. Hold on.
They are here, like they are. I see the creatures here and here and here.
Oh, on the other side. Okay, I see them.
Oh crap! I'm trying to find the initiative in this new character sheet.
You just right click on your own and then click the
Golden
shields.
shield.
And then just click on your portrait.
It's helpful.
Or remember, you can just press E and it should open a little menu on the side. At the top of that, you should be able to roll initiative. That's the way.
Else initiative is directly under your exhaustion level, which is under the portrait.
Oh damn it! Embarrassing. Interface, come on.
And DM, can the ship be added to the initiative so I can use stronghold actions?
Those will just happen on initiative 20, but we can add it.
On my
to
turn?
the- Did you get 20?
No, I just got a bit cut off. I just didn't hear what you answered.
Oh, sorry. I was going to say those usually happen at initiative count 20,
Yeah,
the domain action. But yeah, we
that's why I
can.
asked if you can add it
can
to
add it.
initiative. Or should I just manually remember
Yeah,
that?
I'll add it now. I'm just loading in still.
Oh, sorry. Yeah.
I just
Okay, so-
refreshed because the tokens weren't showing. I pressed the ship, and now the ship is above everyone.
Is the only way to solve this is refresh?
I don't think so. Yeah, I have a macro that's supposed to push things back, but it doesn't really work.
I wonder, do you want me to roll initiative for Huron and our first entrant?
I feel like you guys have
or
got
should-
control of
or-
all of the NPCs, don't you?
Yeah. Or should I just like move him on when it's like my turn?
Yeah,
Like
just,
after my
that's
turn.
the easiest way. Is just to move, just let the guys that you're controlling act on your initiative.
Okay, got it. Yep. So right now I got control over Finway and Huron. So, and well, you know, I'm first in initiative. So, good, good start.
Oh yeah, if you're controlling multiple NPCs, you may want to spread that out a little bit because otherwise you end up taking a really long turn.
It's just one for me and one for him. They're not oh, actually, depends who's controlling the giant.
Yeah, I think he was also controlling the giant. So, is there anyone that would rather take an elf or a giant off Trimir's hand?
I
Right
can
now,
take the giant.
Yeah. Okay. right now Gorm has control over I think Ariana, the other elf female one.
Well, I'll only be able to see. Oh, sorry, it's not two. Only be able to see you guys once.
Yeah, or happy to take one of the elves.
No, sorry, I just can't see the people on. But it's fine. As long as you guys can see your then we will jump into the battle. We're probably not going to get much into it, but here, as we start wrapping up the session, we will go into this battle as they start swarming towards the ship. And Trymere, you are up first as you see them approaching.
All right, Trimer's gonna move a bit forward on the edge of the ship, and it's
I
gonna
will say they are
and you said-
underwater, so they've technically got at least
half
3/4 cover at the moment.
Oh, okay. So, it's good, but also at the moment, so we have like advantage on our first attack roll, correct?
You have advantage on all your checks here. As the other ship is helping you out. So if you want to flavor it that the other ship comes in to help you on your move, you can do that. But technically, they're just always taking the help action. So everyone's got advantage on everything for this fight.
Okay. Yep. So, Trimer's gonna target this one of the small creatures. Wait, hold on. Let me try and measure distance real quick. So, how do I measure? 20 feet. Okay, now I can.
If you just hold down Control and then click and drag, you've got a ruler.
Okay. Okay, nonetheless, he's gonna target this big creature here. So he is within range. So he's gonna cast Jumping Jolt. Yep, and so if this hits, it can have us. I can. Oh wait, first let me roll to hit, so I have advantage on this thanks to the help.
But the target is +5 to hit to the armor because 3/4.
No, I'll say that doesn't apply in the water. As I'll try and actually apply it. But yeah, I'll say the lightning manages to get through on that bit.
Oh, nice. And
yes,
you said for
you have cover against like arrows and stuff like that. I'm just gonna add it now for convenience, but we'll say that first one manages to hit as you arc it through the wall.
Oh, okay. And you mentioned before, so I wonder, do I have to make different damage rolls, or will it be the same damage roll?
You mean?
The spell, it bounces off enemies.
Yeah. Yeah, and last time I used it, the DM said it'll go for basically the same damage roll, but for yeah, so basically whenever I'm making a new attack roll, the DM last time DM said it's the same damage roll. I'm just confirming. Do you want to still have that ruling, the same damage roll, or different damage rolls with different attack rolls?
I don't know. What is this spell supposed to do?
Oh, first, so first
if
it does.
says you make a new attack roll and everything, then yeah, you just I don't know, whatever's easier to do on Foundry or how it's. I'm trying to read the spell here, but
It says it jumps to a new target with
making a new attack roll. So.
new target.
Yeah, but not a new damage roll.
Yeah, we can do. You just keep the same damage just for simplicity's sake.
Okay. And then with the next creature right here, so attack with so is it normal or advantage again? And with bouncing off thanks to the help from Astrid.
I'll say it's still advantage. Everything's an advantage for this battle.
Okay.
But yeah, that's the sort of bonus that you have for trying to
Oh
align
crap!
with Toka here.
Dang it! Dang it! Double twos. Damn it! That does not
Okay.
hit.
But I will say that their 3/4 cover is coming to an effect now. As they get closer to the
So,
surface, that cover will
yeah.
lessen.
Yeah. So they take half of it was 19, so it's half of that. It's 9 lightning damage.
Okay. Yeah, actually,
two.
if you're using the thing, if you're targeting them, then just roll the damage again because then it's auto applying. That's easier. Just
Okay.
the damage just through whatever Foundry lets you do. Because there we go. That's cool.
Okay, fine.
Just remember to target them, and then it should apply damage accordingly.
Did it? It
Always.
still says like unharmed.
Yeah, I know.
Okay.
Okay, I'm fixing it. Is that your turn?
As a bonus action, it's gonna convert sorcery points to gain that. It's gonna spend 6 sorcery points to gain the 4th level spell slot back. And that's his turn. Oh, he's gonna move back, and then that's his turn. While for Fenway, right now he doesn't have any range. Wait, hold on. Oh wait, hold on. He does have ranged attacks. It's gonna make attempt a javelin throw at this creature here. So a javelin throw. So that misses, and then, but he does have a second attack. Okay, there you go. That hits.
It is long range.
Oh, is it? Should I
Only
reroll?
30 feet away.
Oh,
So,
okay.
but you just rolled a normal attack there, I think, or was it with advantage?
He rolled normally.
Oh, I rolled normally. So, wait, I did have it.
Wait, no. If you rolled normally, then it's fine because you had advantage. So.
Oh yeah.
Cancel that.
Yeah. So that damage was still applied.
Yeah.
Right, and that's his turn.
Okay, taking us to Svenja, flying above on Nightwing.
Okay, so she is going to. Is this the right time to do this? Yes, let's do this now. She's going to cast a hypnotic pattern spell. There.
Nice. They all failed.
Excellent. And Nightwing is going to hold his action because that guy's still under the water. So that is bonus action. She's going to throw out spiritual weapon, a dancing blade, at our little friend over there. And attack. Why does dancing blade not give me an attack? God damn it. I used to be better with the interface. I realize that.
it's still the button's still on your character sheet. Do you want me to move it to the items
okay.
as well?
No, I will. I must just.
Because the problem is if I put it on the item, it's going to use the item's stats, which
Ah,
yeah, I can make match yours, but I'll need to set that up.
attack.
But all the bonuses and things like athletics.
And that's an all hit. Okay, that is it for us.
Okay, amazing. Yeah, most of them are now just charmed as. What does the pattern look like that you're summoning like in the water there?
It's almost like if you see sunlight through the camera, it's like that sort of diffused light that has sort of radiated from her sort of helm of tear, and that it basically flashed through the. They looked up in this absolute wonder, and I guess they're now trying to seek where did it go. Spell description says it's a momentary flash and it disappears.
Yeah,
But I like the idea of the dwarf filtering through.
yeah, also that they're looking up through the surface and that as they see those sort of godly rays coming through, they just see you on Nightwing, this like silhouette sort of flying above as it blinds them all. And they're charmed by this godly vision. As we go to initiative count 20, it takes us to the the ship. Gorm, what was it that you're trying to command there?
Yeah, I have stronghold actions I can take. I'm just need the clarification about one of them. It lets me target one of the actions lets me target a undead demon devil or enemy of Asgard. Only a Jormungandr would count as an enemy of Asgard, not all serpents, right?
I'd say a sea serpent. You could make that argument. Hell yes.
Then
Because
I
yeah,
will. Yeah,
fighting Jormungandr itself, that's gonna be like one big ass boss battle. It's not gonna be a recurring fight. So yeah, I'd say these are like tiny little Jormungandr.
fair enough. Then I will use a stronghold action, which I cannot send them each one of them. Well, I'll use the second one. A giant tentacle rises from the water, and it will target the eel. I don't think the other ones are enemies of Asgard. It's very specific on that part.
No, they're just regular undersea creatures. But that is definitely yeah. What is it? What is the actual effect? Is this
If he
tentacle?
fails a wisdom save, he gets dragged to the abyss and dies.
Oh shit. Okay. So
It says wisdom save, but doesn't specify what the DC is. I assume it's my spell save one.
and no, it would be your this is the for the stronghold,
Yeah.
which I believe does have a DC of its own. I think it's like 10 plus your level.
Let's see,
Uh,
Constitution.
So 7
pretty sure. I'm pretty sure your domain has a just double check here. Yeah, okay, I'll have to double check. It is in there somewhere, but I'm pretty sure it's 10 plus your level. So that
Then DC
at the
17.
moment it would only be 11.
Oh, level
Oh,
of
sorry,
the domain, you mean?
of the stronghold.
Oh, I thought
So
my level. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. Then a DC 11 wisdom save, or be, or die.
Oh wait, this ooh.
Oh,
oh, okay. Gorm, how do you want to do this?
Oh my god.
This
Is
Just
this
like
like
that.
dragon eel. You have Aeger's favor, but
yeah, one of
the
his
seas
hydras.
belong to you.
Can I make it like a Hydra head instead? Because I have access to the Hydra.
Hell
Like it
yes.
pops out of the sea like a giant head, because you showed us that it's probably like half the size of Mordia or something. It's fucking huge, and he just comes down on the dragon dealer and drags him down with him.
Okay, yeah.
Right.
So a much larger piece drags this the thing that's bigger than your ship. I mean, this dragon eel is no joke. But
Yeah,
yeah, Gorm has bigger friends in this ocean.
Camila said
Yeah.
no to Jedi tricks, but there is always a bigger fish.
Yep. Yep. And I'm gonna say, the Sakatoka people were like, "Oh wow, we're glad we have him on our side." Wow. After seeing that.
Yeah, Svenja posts a video on TikTok with OMFG big eyes.
Yeah,
Oh
this
my
is
god.
it's way bigger than that. The scales off, but you see the Hydra drag it down, and yeah, the dragon eel is defeated.
Sorry, maybe. No, no, yeah.
Well, you said it gets dragged down and dies.
Yeah, but I feel bad for the encounter.
No, that's fucking. Hey, this is the power of having a stronghold, and having the chosen of Aegon on your ship. Hell yes.
Yeah.
So
Plus,
there are a
plus it has
bunch of
loads
their
of buffs and
minions
stuff.
that are now they've lost their big weapon, and
Yeah,
you
and
hear the rest of uh, the Skakutoka crew like cheering, but also going like, okay, maybe we want them on our side. Jeez,
yeah, yeah, and plus, it was you, Gorm. You had a 20% chance. It had a +5. It needed to roll 6 or higher, and it rolled less than that. It was a 20% chance, and you succeeded.
Can I say I'm a
yeah,
gambling
rolled
man?
a 2. That was the dice had it.
Yeah, that's what the ship does.
So yeah, as the captain has commanded the depths to reclaim this eel, Carmilla, we go to you as you see a couple more that were trying to sneak up on the other side and are probably regretting that decision now.
Perfect. Well, run away. Well, they can come to me if they want something. I'm just gonna wait.
Yeah, you readying an attack.
Yeah, in case anyone is like, in case they try to like come up, I'm just gonna chop them down to size.
Nice. Then Gorm, we go to you as Camilla's waiting on the side.
Can't go wrong with the all reliable Shield of Faith. And then I'll go with the second most reliable spell in my arsenal. Where are you? I have to do it from the sheet. Sacred Flame, there you are. No. The
Man, you
duality of spells. But
yeah,
that
and you rolled really well for that 2 to 8 damage.
yeah. Then Ariana, I believe she has the ranged option. She has a longbow. She will shoot
Yep.
3
And
times.
you have an advantage.
Three shots, nice.
Shot number 1.
True elven archery over here. Oh, look at that.
Ooh, another 8/7. Wow.
Attack number 2. They will miss. And attack number 3.
There we go.
Thank God. Ooh.
But
Yeah,
is that
that's
enough?
3 attacks. And that's all of the turns.
Okay, amazing. As we go to their turn, they are looking bad. A lot of them are hypnotized, as the other two are badly hurt. Uh, let's see. As they've just seen you pull the dragon eel down, I'm gonna give them a. I'm gonna give the two that are able to actually take their turns a little wisdom save here to see if they may try and retreat.
So basically, if they roll high, are they gonna retreat or?
Yeah, if they are wise, they will retreat.
Okay.
Okay, so the big one that is, he is the sort of leader of this. He is going to. Oh no, wait. He has a blood frenzy. He's basically like a shark. So when he smells blood in the water, he's going to have disadvantage. Okay, he
So
manages to succeed, and he watches that dragon eel get pulled down to the depths, and they are underwater. They see what's pulling this thing, and and he just like stops there as the sword is fighting him underwater, and he's going to use shark's telepathy as he can communicate uh, with everyone within 20 feet of him, all of his allies here, and you just see it turns and tries to flee. The other one, however, with a 6, well, a really low roll, so it's not going to quite get the message, and it's going to, as the leader swims back out of the others are still hypnotized. Camilla, oh no, sorry, I thought Svenja might get an opportunity, but I'm not sure if the dancing blade does. You, yeah, actually, it would. You can take it. I'm not sure if it usually does, but you can take an opportunity attack if you want, Svenja, as the other one rushes towards the ship, and yeah, it is dashing, trying to get onto the ship, which means it'll come into range of your attack. But before you roll it, come in. Let me remove because he is coming to the surface, so he does not have the cover. But Carmela, you can make your attacks.
Yeah, so I couldn't target him, but that was a 26 to hit for 11 points of damage. No, sorry, this is not me.
13 I saw there was from you,
Yeah, there we
which is
go.
not enough
13.
to kill him, but you do hurt him as he manages to get away, and he is badly injured as he flees. But the other one climbing onto the ship, what do you do to him there, Kamal?
Carmel.
Yeah, Carmela, you get the final kill there. You want to describe it to finish off this encounter? As you finish off the only one that managed to make it to the ship.
I just see like it coming up, and I'm like, nope. It just cuts off the sand.
With that, he, after the hits he already took from the arrows that are stuck in him, he falls off the side of the ship, and you see the body floating, or sinking. Actually, these guys sink, but you can try and fish him up if you want. As the other one manages to get away, and the rest of the group is hypnotized. So unless you guys want to continue trying to attack them, they will flee as soon as that is over.
Yeah.
You guys
Yeah, I
have
feel like
completed
yeah, because
yeah, I think, I mean,
yeah, I
yeah,
think
they are
charge
going to
effect
be
lasts.
trying to get away.
Yeah, lasts for a minute. So and they cannot repeat the save. So I feel like at this point in this encounter we're all targeting one by one, killing the creatures. Or should we have to go over the hindrance of rolling to see if we
No,
slaughter
no,
all of them?
actually, you have a point. If it lasts for a minute, then you guys are on a moving ship, so you just continue moving, and they're just stuck back there behind you in your wake.
Pre-
So you just
Pretty much that, yes.
They return and then just move the
Yeah.
one is gone, the eel is gone, one is dead.
Yep. Well, like the survivors will tell about the of our achievements. Like they learned up here. I was like, oh yep, let's not mess with that anymore. Not mess with that ship anymore.
and that is where we will end tonight's session. That's not how I expected that to go. I figured we'd be kicking it off with that next week, but apparently not. Well done.
Okay.
Wow. Yep. Yep. I definitely Fostovic is gonna be like, okay, let's be friendly with these guys.